Alright, there we go. The official start the stream. Fuck me. That was so bad. Yeah, I don't know how the audio levels are here. Again, this is the first time I'm streaming on PS5. I did do some tests earlier, and again, it was working fine. I don't know why it's not working here. It didn't work here until just then. I mean, I know why. It turned out audio was turned off in the broadcast settings for some reason, even though it was on for everything else. But whatever, we're here. We're gonna play Miles Morales entire playthrough, hopefully. That was, yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, let's just do it. So yeah, I got PS5. Been setting it up for the last day or so since I got it. So yeah, Miles Morales here should be all functional. We are playing on the actual PS5 version. So yeah, let's do friendly, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, that was annoying. Because I recorded some stuff earlier. Like tested out the recording on PS5, and everything was working fine. So I don't know why it just stopped working there when I started streaming, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know if there's much to really be talking about. I mean, obviously, like, Big Brother's done. Survivors, we've kind of already talked about through the last two streams, but I mean, obviously, I'm sure some people want to talk about some stuff. Yeah, I mean, not that much else going on. Big Brother review came out, performing pretty well, for what it is. For Big Brother video, at least. I believe it actually is number 1 out of my last 10 right now. But, like, barely. Like, it's pretty much, like, matching my 41 cast assessment. And, the other thing. What was the other thing? And the premiere ranking, that's what it is. But, yeah, it's, like, 6 views ahead of my 41 cast assessment. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, challenge. Yeah, I've been kind of out of it, Reese, on the current season. Like, I just have not cared about the last few episodes at all. Mind you, both of them I watch while also watching other things. That's probably like a part of it. But, yeah, this season, though, has not been doing it for me. Thoughts on Double Agents? Kind of mediocre. Like, not a terrible season. Like, not an unwatchable season or anything, but, yeah, just not my favorite.
Beautiful work, by the way.
But I feel like this season's worse. I feel like this season's had higher highs early on for me, but yeah, I'm not liking the majority of this season. And yeah, I'm spoiled on this season as well.
The convoy.
Yeah. Binge watch 10 through 36 in 2 months. That's pretty much what I did. I did it from, I think it was like Christmas time, and then I think I was done, yeah, around like February, March or so. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did too. I mean, yeah, Challenge is not as good as Survivor, not even close. Oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention to the game. This looks nice. Yeah, so I think I'm streaming 1080 now too, right? I think it's PS5 does 1080.
Securing a couple inmates. Man, it feels good seeing the guys who escaped last year going back to the raft. Real good.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. It's secure. Yeah, I've played the PS4 version of this, but I have not played the PS5 version until just now. I really like the haptic feedback on on the controller on PS5. Where again, like just now, like just when swinging through the air, like the vibrations are a lot different than how it would be on PS4. Yeah, it's like a challenge. Like there's some seasons I really enjoyed. Like there's a stretch of like what 19 through 26. I really enjoyed like all those seasons. I mean, like Cutthroat, I think was kind of like the one, and like Battle of the Seasons is kind of like the Gabon of challenge seasons, I guess. But like I enjoyed like pretty much all those seasons. But yeah, there's certainly some earlier ones that I'm just like, eh. And then the like most recent ones, there's some that I'm not a big fan of either. Oh, you didn't like most of 20 to 20? I mean, I didn't like, again, like 20 was like kind of meh. And then I didn't like 27, 28, which I think is like pretty universally, like that's pretty universal opinion. But I really liked 21, 22, 24, 25, 26.
Pete, you here? Just down in some rock.
Then I like what 10 and 11 are fine for what they are. I like 11 more. I think. I feel like I feel like 10's more memorable though. But then what 12, 13, like Fresh Meat and The Duel are two really great seasons. I hated Inferno 3. I like Gauntlet 3. The Island is fucked. Then what's 17? Oh, I like not Fresh Meat. The Duel 2. And then Ruins was kind of boring to me. I liked Fresh Meat 2. And then Cutthroat was kind of and then after that I like a good stretch there. You didn't like 26, interesting. Yeah, but like 23 I get it. Like I like 23, but like I get why people wouldn't like 23. But yeah, 27, 28 are bad. They're two of the worst seasons. And I think that's like pretty universally looked at from the challenge community as well. Watch the Champions for Contenders. Russell's big WTF choice. I mean, like, if he's coming back to Survivor, I mean, Australian Survivor was his best chance at that point, so. Yeah, over the last couple. So, the last time I streamed was on Friday night. So, really, it's only been one day since then, but. Like yesterday, I didn't really do that much. Like I did finish editing the Big Brother player ranking, which that'll be coming out next Saturday. But that was already like halfway done anyway. Like outside, I've just been like setting up my PS5. Finished watching Squid Game, so that's something. And then yeah, just like testing out some games. 17's overrated. I really like 17. I don't think 17 is well. Like I think it's like kind of a middle of the road season from the like overall community. Yeah, I feel like I like it more than most people.
Miles, I've got Rhino, but you have to continue.
Yeah, I mean 26's casting is weird because like that's the first time that they went for. Actually, I should turn on subtitles because that's disturbing me. But yeah, that's the first time I believe that they went for. Actually, should we go? I don't want to be here forever though. I would go the hardest difficulty if I was playing on my own, but like considering we're streaming and I want to do it in one stream, I'm not going to do it because I didn't want to be here forever.
He's never gonna trust me on a mission like this again.
But yeah, like it's a weird casting season because that's the first time they went beyond just real world and road rules, and there definitely are some like forgettable figures there, but I did like how the season played out. Zach's cast photo looks photoshopped. I don't think I've even seen most of the cast photos. Because like usually on the wiki, like the cast, like usually the one that is on there is like the most recent one. So like, and I've never like actually gone out to look for the other cast photos. So I don't think I've ever actually seen. Do we need to heal? I don't. Okay, whatever. So I've actually never seen the majority of cast photos for the challenge.
Seriously, you're AAA easy. Career just waiting for you. Show me what you got for you. Great, Spider-Man. Honestly, kind of terrifying.
But yeah, it seems like the Big Brother review in general is doing pretty well. So that's fine, I guess. Again, it's been a slow period for the channel, and purposely so in the sense that like there are videos I feel like I need to do, as in like Australian Survivor, Stars of Africa, A&W, and like those things just inherently don't do well. But yeah, nice to have the Big Brother review at least do competently, where it's probably on pace to get like right now it's over 4,000, so it's probably gonna end up around 8,000 or more, depending on how today goes. Which so far today it's been doing okay, so might end up being more, but we'll see. Benji's game. Oh yeah, I forgot you're watching it. Champions Contenders. Yeah, Benji's like invisible for the first like 7 episodes, and it's really weird. considering like he's like one of the most notable people from the season after the fact, but it's like he's like barely there at the beginning. Steve K's a better player than he thought. I don't remember much Steve K's game outside of the fact that he was like kind of a target right away, and then got in with the guys, and then gets taken out because he's in with the guys. But I mean, yeah, he does recover pretty well there. But yeah, I don't remember like the ins and outs of his game really. Challenge ranking. I really want to do a season ranking. The problem is I feel like I waited too long to the point. Oh, fuck off! I'm an idiot. I think I waited too long to where I'm at the point where I need to like definitely do a lot of refreshing before I do it. And like it's also where like I have so many other videos planned that's like I don't know when I'll do it. So it's like I want to do the season. I should have done 2 months. I should have just said fuck it and done the season ranking, like without having watched seasons 1 through 9, and just did it like immediately after I did the rewatch that I did. But it is what it is at this point. Yeah, I forget 2 months. The seasons I personally forget more are, I think 14 is one I don't remember particularly well. Mainly because I really didn't like it at the time. I remember certain moments. Like I remember like the Timmy elimination, which is a pretty notable moment. But it's like I feel like a lot of the seasons just kind of eh. But I feel like I would need to revisit that season. I probably would want to revisit like the Duel 2 and Ruins, I feel like. And then I feel like some more recent seasons. I think like Dirty 30 I would want to rewatch, and then Vendettas, and I feel like Final Reckoning I'm pretty solid on, but maybe War of the Worlds I would need to revisit. But again, like Total Madness I would need to revisit, because like all those 29 on I watched at the beginning of my rewatch. So I watched those before I watched 14 through 28. So like everything's kind of fucked for me in terms of the order of seasons. Oh fuck, I'm an idiot. I missed the fucking button prompt. Do I think Tiffany is top 10 non-winner? Yes. I don't. She's right below Eric Stein. Like she's literally one spot below Eric Stein. Wherever Eric. I think Eric Stein was number 2, right? I got a trophy. Oh yeah, fuck. I forgot. This is the PS5 version.
Low energy menace. Too easy.
Yeah, how's the U? I just realized. Yeah, nothing comes up when a comment comes up, does it? He's on PS4, streaming through PS4. Like there's like a thing on the top that says number of people and then number of comments. I don't think that happens here on PS5. So that's something. Yeah, so far PS5's been kind of weird, where it's like it mostly functions the same as PS4, but there's a lot of like little changes that I'm like kind of annoyed by, but like I'm sure it'll be better eventually. This is weird. Holy shit, the triggers. Ah, fuck, that's weird. I really like how that like there's things with PS5 that I like, but there's also things that like I feel like are going to take some getting used to. Like here at the triggers, like they don't push in all the way because it's like they have the what's it called? Whatever. Either way, like so it's like they're trying to make it feel like it's more tense and everything. It's really fucking weird. But it's like I kind of like it, but I kind of like again I feel like it's something I need to get used to. Because I was playing like Astro's Playroom, and like that one like really is weird to play with all the new features. Yeah, X seasons and rival seasons are really mixed. I feel like I like both X's seasons and both. Actually, I need to watch Battle of the X's 1 because I remember liking it when I watched it, but then like I forgot what I saw, but it was something about X's 1 that I kind of agreed with a lot of the negative points that were there. That I was like, okay, maybe I do need to rewatch X's 1. But I love Rivals 1 and 2, though. I feel like though, and like to be fair, I don't think I like Rivals as much as most people. Like Rivals is like essentially the heroes versus villains of the challenge, where it's like it's pretty universally looked at as like one of the best seasons, and it's like one of the best casts of all time and that sort of thing. And it's like I liked it. I don't know if it was like I think I have it like 6 on my season ranking. Like the one I did like where I placed everything immediately after I finished watching it. Yeah, so it's like I like it, but like I don't know if I like it that much, like as much as that. But Ruins could have been a great season. Yeah, there's some ickiness there. Largely because like the Kenny, Evan, Johnny trio. Yeah, that would have been great. It would have been fantastic. I mean, it probably would be a much better season had Kellyanne and Sarah won that at the end. I love Kellyanne. Like, Kellyanne's one of my favorite challenge competitors. Especially old school Kellyanne, I should say. Like, Kellyanne from The Island and The Ruins. It's like when she comes back, I mean, she's not like, she's fine on Battle of the Bloodlines. Then she's like kind of nothing on Rivals 3, and then on All Stars she was kind of nothing also. But I do really like Kellyanne though.
Hang on, man. Hang on.
Okay. Where am I going? That way?
He needs me. I gotta move.
Okay.
Spider-Man, you good?
Island would have been awesome season if Evelyn's. I mean, I think she would have lost though, right? If she did that. Like, I mean, that, like, I think the main reason she wins that season is because she's with, like, all the competent people. While, like, the other boat was, like, all the terrible people. Like, that was kind of the point.
This Spider-Man is broke. I would like to exchange for new one.
Yeah. I mean, like, Evelyn winning, I mean, it's weird because it's, like, so much of the season is, like, oh, Evelyn versus Johnny and Kenny. And, like, at the end, like, she gets to the end and, like, decides to side with them, and that's how she wins. It's just kind of weird, but, so I still think having an Evelyn win on that season is still satisfying, even though it means the win of the unlikable people, too. Like, the Island is such a weird season to me, because it's, like, it doesn't feel like the challenge. And in many ways, it isn't, like, fundamentally the challenge. And there's also so much ickiness there, but I also do, like, kind of enjoy it. I don't know. And, like, I enjoy it because Kellyanne and stuff like that. Like, it's like, again, like, if I was watching for fucking Bananas, then it's like, it's a fucking unlikable season. But, okay. I forgot how this works. Ace Vergabone, worst final tribal. It's definitely the worst final 3, I'm pretty sure. Where, like, none of them are competent players, so. Okay, I'm pushing the wrong button. It's circle to... Okay, there we go. And I'm just being an idiot. Cool. Yeah, Vergabone is, like, the worst of a lot of things. Okay. I need to remember the controls of this game. I feel like, I mean, that's pretty much like the beginning of every fucking stream, is me, like, needing to remember the controls. Yeah, I mean, Evelyn and, the island where she does the speech and everything is fantastic. Yeah, it's weird because, like, it feels like they were obviously trying to copy off Survivor for that one season. Which is, like, why? Like, I don't fully get why. Yeah, it's like, it's just a weird season. Like, it really doesn't even, like, it feels like it should have been, like, a spin-off. But it's not, for whatever reason. Because, again, like, the entire format is, like, radically different from any other challenge season. Like, literally is there even a single, like, real commonality? from like the format of most other challenge seasons. Okay, cool. What the fuck? It's weird because like I'm thinking I'm playing this as if I'm playing AC Origins because like that's something I did yesterday is this speedrun of AC Origins. So like I'm thinking I have like a bow and arrow that I can shoot at him, but I don't. I'll be honest, like when it comes to the challenge, I don't actually care that much about the strategy and stuff, because to me it's like the strategy of the challenge is pretty much nothing. It's like, yeah, there's certain people that do play strategically. I mean, like obviously you got Kenny at point, or Kenny, yeah, well I mean yeah, Kenny kind of, but I meant Johnny at points. You have Wes, you have Sarah and stuff that make like strategic moves, but this overall the strategy of the challenge is not that interesting.
It'd be a great Christmas present to me, man. Hey, man, is the raft really that bad? You sure you don't want to go back?
Where did he go? There we go. This is taking forever. Yeah, element of always. I think that's like an interesting element of the show, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like it ruins the strategy and stuff. But that is something that I do kind of like from the challenge. Now that like again, like coming into the challenge, it's very difficult. But once you know the challenge and know the people that are on there, I feel like that makes it unique from all the other shows. Like that is a video that I kind of wanted to do at some point for Survivor, is like, what if every season of Survivor had returnees or something? Like essentially do like, what if Survivor had the format of the challenge of like having people come back every season? Like I feel like that would be an interesting like thing for a show like this. Like a social strategy show. Again, the problem with the challenge is obviously it's not really I mean, it is a social strategy show, but it's one where it's more so predominantly a physical game than a like again, like it's kind of the opposite of Big Brother, where it's like with Big Brother you like challenges are very important in Big Brother, but at the end of the day, like all that can be countered by social game, and you win the game through or social strategy, and you win the game through social strategy. While on the challenge is the opposite, where it's like there is social strategy, but you win the game through challenges, and it's like they're two radically they're like the complete opposite essentially.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, Survivor to me is like a radically, like is even more different, because like to me in Survivor, challenges pretty much mean nothing, especially post-merge.
To be honest, little jealous.
Like the only thing challenges are in Survivor post-merge is like essentially immunity. While in Big Brother, challenges give you direct power over how the game plays out.
I'm not gonna be around for the next.
Oh, I forgot. It's the fucking new Spider-Man. I forgot all that. It's so fucking weird.
MJ's headed overseas for the Bugle, and
they changed his face.
me as her photographer.
Oh, by the way, I didn't realize that you can buy Spider-Man Remastered solo. I thought you couldn't, but I did see that you could buy it for $20. Which I might do, maybe? I don't know. I want to, but $20 seems a bit steep for a game I already fucking own.
I got lucky.
Hey, I did this gig for 8 years without backup, and you better believe I.
Yeah, like with like no matter how good you are in the social strategy elements of the challenge, you can't win the challenge unless you have a physical element to it, because like at the end of the day, the final challenge, like the way you win the challenge is through the final, which is a physical challenge.
Everything in my power to protect this city.
Well, it's the opposite of Big Brother, where like the way you win Big Brother is through a jury vote, which is inherently social strategy.
That oath a real thing.
Totally. Definitely.
So it's like you can gain power in the challenge to make it to the end through social strategy,
Spider-Man?
but you get eliminated through physical challenges, and you can only win the game through a physical challenge. While with Big Brother, it's the opposite. Again, you can gain power through challenges, but you can only But you can survive through social strategy, and then you end up winning the game through social strategy.
Please don't screw this up.
Knock, whatever. Like, competition wins in Big Brother are more important than Survivor. Like, yes, there's still a luck element to it. And, like, again, I think challenge wins in Survivor are very luck-based. And same thing with Big Brother, but competitions in Big Brother, then, to me, that is something that should be awarded. And that's why, like, I have a tough time with Kevin Martin. Rating him, because like at the end of the day, it's like he broke the game through essentially guaranteeing that he wins the competitions to get to the end, and the competitions that like allowed him to get the people that he needed out by the end of the game. Well, again, like if in Survivor, if you win, like, unless it's the final two and you win final immunity, it's like you usually don't have the soul power to really do that much with competition wins in Survivor. This is so fucking weird swinging here, because it's like there's like tension there when you're like pushing the button, because it's not letting you like push it all the way down. There's like a bit of a it's so weird. It's gonna be weird if that's the way like every fucking PS5 game is. Like in Horizon, when you're like shooting your bow, it like does the same thing. That's gonna be weird.
I will never get used to you doing that. Hey, look.
What's my favorite final? Probably, yeah, War of the Worlds 1 is a really good final. A bit convoluted in the fact that it goes on forever, and there's like a whole bunch of different little parts to it, but yeah, that's a good one. I'm trying to remember. War of the Worlds 2 is fun. Told Manus is kind of meh.
Okay. How's it looking?
Double Agents. I'm trying to remember, like, to be honest, I don't remember a lot of the earlier finals. I don't feel like. I mean, you got the like Gauntlet 3, which is notable, but that's like kind of a train wreck. I don't care. This doesn't really matter, right? You know what? Fuck it. Let's do Into Survivors. Which, by the way, my saves didn't carry over from my PS4 version, which is kind of annoying. It's really annoying, like, just in general. My
I'll let you know when I find it.
My data transfer kind of crapped out on me, which is annoying. So I was able to get the majority of save data, but there were some games that for some reason didn't. And then the same thing with like games getting copied over, and so there's a lot of micromanaging that I still have to do to get everything out from my PS4 to PS5, but I'll deal with it eventually. But yeah, I don't have my PS4 data for Miles Morales, which is kind of annoying, but like really it's like we were going to do a new game anyway.
Gotta be something better on. Been hearing good things about this
Fresh Meat 1. That was good. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't fully remember. Like, I know Tina and Kenny, like, came kind of close. Thoughts on 41 so far? I'm enjoying it. Like, the premiere was fantastic. I think episode 2 is kind of meh, but I feel like there's a lot of potential for the season. Like, I really like the cast, and it'll be interesting to see how all these new twists play out, even though, again, like, it does feel like a bit much. I mean, when the players themselves are getting confused over how the game works, then I think we're running into a bit of an issue, like we saw with Tiffany this last episode, where I think it's very clear that Tiffany just didn't get how Xander's idol worked. And yeah, I feel like that. Oh yeah, Fresh Meat 2. Yeah. Fresh Meat 2 is a notable one. But yeah, I'm enjoying 41 so far, though. Surprised that the final 4 won immunity and later take them out. Yeah, I guess that is the case, isn't it? First up, air combat. Fighting the enemy on your turn. To be honest, I think that's just more so like an arbitrary arbitrary fact. There we go. Than anything, though. I don't think it really means anything. Like, I don't think it's like, if you win Final 4 immunity, you're going home at 3. It's like, it's more so just like, that's just the way it worked out. Oh, wait, what? Oh. I really hate to, like, I hate it when, well, I mean, then again, I guess it doesn't know that I'm playing the game again, does it? But I hate it when you're replaying a game and you have to go through tutorial sections again. I wish I played the PS4 version a bit more recently, so I can tell the differences. Because I mean, obviously frame rate's better and whatnot, but don't even really see that many differences so far. Like in terms of graphics, at least it feels like it looks pretty much the same. But again, like it's probably just because I haven't seen the other version in a while. Yeah, I really, that's something I don't like about, like, I don't like that they're taking away votes. That's the thing I don't like about 41 so far, is how much focus there is on taking away votes, which is like, why? Again, like, I know Jeff Probst explained it, like, oh, we're having smaller tribes and we want these decisions to matter more, so we're like, because taking away votes in a smaller tribe makes it so it's more of a dilemma, but it's like, also, that's why you don't fucking do it, because it's dumber to get rid of votes on a smaller tribe. Like, to me, I think it's just a poor decision, but whatever. Oh, hey, Pav Cruz. Yeah, this is only my second daytime stream. This 2 months will probably be the last one for a little bit, considering I normally work on weekends, and I don't really feel like there's much of a point in doing a daytime stream on a weekday. So I doubt that many people would show up. Yeah, I mean, just in general, after this stream, I feel like we're probably gonna cut it to 2 streams a week instead of 3. Because, again, no Big Brother Survivor, or no, yeah, Big Brother Survivor South Africa Australian Survivor anymore, so it's not as much to talk about. I'm not really in a big rush to be playing anything in particular, since I'm winding down on my Top Games of Generation video, where the only game I need to play at this point is Control, which I'm doing on my own.
Blue screen of death.
Tons of high-tech gear we can sell.
Oh, crap. Spider! Take them out! Then grab the gear! Y'all trying to catch some hands? Yeah? Okay.
What's my job? I'm working the customer service department of a payroll company.
Just so you know, this is official Spider-Man tech. Y'all are not authorized to resell.
I did go to college for web design, but to be honest, I didn't really care about it.
That's not a whip. That's a straight up burn.
Okay.
That's it for the tech thieves. Now to fix a training sim.
Yeah, for like when I was a kid, obviously I wanted to be like a game developer, but didn't go that route. I did like computer science in college for a while. That didn't go well, so switched to web design and got a degree in that, and then did pretty much nothing with it. I mean, the job that I have now is like you need a college degree, but like outside that, it's like you don't like it's nothing to do with web design.
Hey, dude, I think you should check out Roxxon Plaza on your way home. I just walked by and...
Yeah, I've talked about this before. That like, I mean, if there was a way where I can make a living just off of YouTube, I would definitely quit my job. I have no interest in my job at all. But there isn't really a way at this point, so oh well. I could like completely change the way I run the channel and like do like episode 1 recap, episode 1 player ranking for like Survivor and stuff like that. It's like I'm sure those would do like well enough view wise that'll make more money, and then like all that sort of stuff. Like maybe start a Patreon, get a little bit from there, and then whatever. But it's like I don't even think then that's a guarantee. And also that would like radically change the way I run the channel anyway. So it's like, I'll just keep it the way it is. And just see what happens. Which again, I doubt the channel's going to grow much more, if I'm being honest. I think 10,000 subscribers is the biggest threshold, like the biggest like milestone I see the channel crossing at this point, at least, and probably for a bit. Like, I think there'll need to be like a change in the like an increase in the audience.
And what you're standing next to is a new form reactor. Once activated, this reactor
Considering, like, again, my most viewed video is still only like 93,000 views, which,
Simon,
like, in comparison to like I've talked about this so many times in the past, but like it's insane to me that my most viewed video still has less views than the amount of subscribers Peridium has. Actually, I believe like by like 20,000 at this point, which is even funnier to me. That's weird. I just realized, yeah, so it doesn't even show up on stream. Because I'm seeing on my screen when like when the number of people that are watching changes, but it's not on screen. Interesting. So that's definitely a change from PS4.
What was that?
Busy day, it's all poppin'. Yeah, thanks for showing up. Ehar? Ahar? Whatever it is. Something like that. Yeah, thanks. Thoughts on Mike from WarioWare? Which one's Mike from WarioWare?
Maybe they were looking for something.
I feel like I don't even remember Mike from WarioWare. Now I'm looking at images of him. I used to really love WarioWare when I was a kid, though. Like, I played the shit out of the original GBA game. And then I played was it DIY, the DS one, quite a bit, but I haven't played it since then. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long this game takes here, because I actually don't really know, because I've only played it once, and that time I went for 100% completion, so... And we will see how long this playthrough takes us. Okay, I guess you can tell there that definitely is a bit more dynamic than the PS4 version. Yeah, I've been re-downloading all my every game that I have that has a PS5 version. I've been downloading the PS5 version, so that's something. And I had to reinstall certain games that, like, for some reason just aired out on the transfer. The thing that pained me is I had to fucking re-download Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which was really depressing. Actually, I had to re-download both Odyssey and Valhalla. Just like, do I really want to do this? Where are they? Yeah, I did do a speed run of Assassin's Creed Origins last night, though, on PS5, which it's ridiculous how much faster the load times are on PS5 compared to PS4. Where on PS4, like, a standard loading screen would be 30 seconds. On PS5, it's fucking 10 seconds. So, like, that just inherently saved me a whole bunch of time on a speed run. To where I ended up saving like 24 minutes off my PB. Mind you, there was a lot of time to save in my PB anyway, but still. Where are we going? Oh wait, there's still someone up here? Oh, there we go. Oh, what the fuck? There's like a billion people up here. Yeah, I kind of want to play this on the hardest difficulty at some point. Again, probably won't be a stream like this where I'm trying to finish the entire game in one stream, but maybe sometime down the road. Something else that's kind of annoying, though, about PS5 is I'm going to have to micromanage what game is on what thing now. Because it used to be on PS4, like because I have a 5 terabyte hard drive that I have a whole bunch of games installed on. But like on PS4, it doesn't really matter like which one, like if internal or external that the games are on. Here with PS5, it matters because like if it's on the external hard drive, then it's going to be using the hard drive, obviously. Like, you're not going to be able to take advantage of the PS5 in terms of like faster loading times and that sort of thing from the SSD. So it's like I'm gonna have to like micromanage like what's on what from now on, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I really didn't remember how combat heavy this like beginning of this game is. It feels like almost nothing has happened story-wise. Oh, there. Okay. Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. There's a mini. I usually like completely, like, I haven't even looked at the mini-map the entire fucking time. Actually, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, I just realized I never moved my TV back. I'm a fucking idiot. Because, like, so obviously to hook up the PS5. Oh, by the way, I haven't talked about how fucking enormous the PS5 is. Yeah, while hooking up my PS5, obviously I had to move my TV and whatnot. So I could get a better look at, like, the HDMI cable slot and all that sort of stuff. But it's like, I forgot I never moved it back. So it's still like slightly tilted and I can't see, like, fuck, I'm an idiot. I should have done that earlier. Because I complained, like, during when I was doing my Origin speedrun, like, I noticed that too. I never moved it back. And, like, I just realized now I still haven't moved it back. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because it's like just like
Talking about new form shipments. Need to figure
like
out what they
slightly
found so I know where
tilted,
they're
but
gonna hit next.
whatever. All right, where are we going? Over here, or not, or maybe. There we
We're
go.
tracking new form shipments. But why?
But yeah, by the way, PS5 is fucking enormous. It doesn't fit on in my entertainment center, which is like really weird because essentially my entertainment center is like it has the stand obviously for TV, but right next to it's like a shelf, and like that shelf is where I have my consoles.
Dinner sounded pretty good right about
But it's like the fucking PS5 doesn't even fit on the fucking shelf. I mean, it does if you like just put it straight in, but like there's no wiggle room. So it's like I can't put it there. So instead, like I end up putting it on like a little stand that's on the side. But it's like it's so fucked that it doesn't even fit in my entertainment center.
It's too cold to change out.
Which also makes it weird because I was trying to do motion, like I was playing Astro's Playroom yesterday, and like the motion controls are fucked because it's not directly in front of me. It's like to the side. So if I ever play a game that has motion controls, it's just gonna be terrible. But whatever. Favorite Ryan Reynolds movie? Probably Deadpool. I mean, I feel like that's the easy one. I feel like he's done like some good movies here and there, though, right? Like some like good, like non super notable ones. Let's see. It's actually not what I was expecting. I still haven't watched Detective Pikachu. I always meant to watch it, but I own it on Blu-ray and I still haven't watched it.
What was that?
All good. Little spill.
I feel like I remember there was like, wasn't there a movie that I did like with him that
Ay, bendito.
wasn't that
Mijo.
why can't I find his filmography?
I invited a guest.
There we
tonight.
go.
Can you get the apartment ready? Oh, maybe put on some music.
I mean, this Harold and Kumar count.
Your campaign manager?
I mean, the answer's Deadpool. I'm pretty sure the answer's Deadpool. I'd be very surprised if there's anything that would. The Voices, that's a good movie. But, yeah, it's still Deadpool, though. Yeah, I am. It's Deadpool. I've watched Venom 2. I still haven't watched Venom 1. So, now I have.
Is the mystery guest Uncle Aaron?
Un segundo. You know I don't want him coming.
But, yeah, from what I hear, it's pretty bad. Like the original Venom, or it's like it's fine.
Naja, I'm back.
But yeah, I haven't watched it for myself yet. I probably will eventually, but it's just something I never got around to watching.
Me too. He loved that little guy.
Ain't no Christmas like a Brooklyn Christmas. I miss hearing him say that.
Yeah, I did finish watching Squid Game yesterday, which was really good. Really enjoyed it. To be honest, if this was the early days of the channel, I would probably be making a video on it right now. But again, not really what I do nowadays, but I still want to do a video on it at some point. Like, again, like if I ever get around doing that series where I do videos on scripted shows that have relation to reality TV, like Squid Game will definitely be one I do a video on. Yeah, Tom Hardy is great, but everything else sucks. That sounds about right. I mean, Tom Hardy in general is a pretty good actor. And I loved him in, was it Locke, right? That's the one. Which is just him in a car the entire time, and him on phone calls and stuff, and that's a great movie. What am I actually doing right now in the game, though? Oh, yeah, Mad Max. Yeah, I'm looking at his movies right now. Dark Knight Rises, Inception. I mean, he has a pretty good filmography. Wonder if there's a second season. I mean, it's gonna be weird if there is a second. I feel obviously they set up a second season by the end of it, but I don't know how it will work. Like, it just sounds bizarre. Like, I don't know if they're gonna like have a second game go on and then like
I didn't say it before. Thanks
try to include the main character somehow from beyond that. I don't know how it's gonna work, and I don't know on a second season, but
you can't.
still, I mean, like, it was obviously a major success, so wouldn't that be surprised if they try to go for a second season? But I just don't know how they're gonna approach it. And to be honest, like, I don't think it's necessary. Like, if they don't do another season, like, I'll be fine with it. But
Guess Mom's not done unpacking
I would probably guess that they're gonna at least try to do it.
Paper just screams, Abuela.
Wait, what is the actual objective? Like, I'm not even paying attention to the game. I guess I can't see it there. Can I not see it there? You can't see your... Oh, there it is. Okay. Get the apartment ready. Get the apartment ready for what? Again, that's how much I'm paying attention. Okay. No? I can't do anything with this? Am I supposed to be doing something? No? Maybe? Because it can't exit out. Yeah, it just wants me to continue. Like, it's just saying rotate. Alright, well, that's something. What the fuck's going on? But yeah, it's nice right now, too, in terms of the channel, where I'm not... Okay, like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I can't even fucking reload checkpoint. What am I doing then? Like, why won't it let me do anything here? Like, this is so fucking weird. I'm literally pushing in every direction. Nothing's coming up. Okay. Let's do that. And then let's just quit and come back, I guess. I don't know if it glitched out or if, like, I'm actually supposed to be doing something there, but I really don't care enough to figure it out, if I'm being honest. Whatever. Oh, okay. But that was quick. Holy shit, that was quick. I really wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it is insane how quick load times are at points on PS5.
Should be in my room.
Thanks.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, like, at the point where even like playing just
That wallpaper just screams, Abuela. And what's that?
Oh, so I am supposed to pick this up.
Mixed up in the move. One of Dad's old case files. Who's the prowler?
There we go. What the fuck? Yeah, so it did glitch out. It just never fucking brought up the flip button. Whatever. So it did glitch out. Okay, that makes me feel better at least.
Dad's favorite album. He put this on every Sunday while he made coffee.
So obviously this is a great start. All right.
Bleached borax. Borax.
But
What's the pick, DJ?
yeah, hopefully everything in the stream is fine in terms of audio and everything. Again, like this is the first time streaming for PS5 and didn't really get to test it properly, especially after everything fucked up at the beginning. Yeah, I did record some footage last night and tested the audio there, and everything seemed fine. But the settings are different though for PS4 than they were for PS5. Like essentially with PS4, I turned the mic all the way up, and it kind of worked out well. Here, it's like it's more of a middle spot. So again, we'll see. I guess after the fact, haven't seen anything negative in chat about the audio, so hopefully it's fine.
How are your parents, Genki?
Where is Big D? I mean, is he like on my BB Nightmare, like my personal BB Nightmare cast? I don't think Big D's like necessarily a Nightmare cast person. Like again, Big D sucks, but he sucks so bad that he's entertaining to me. Like to me, it's like it's much worse to be boring than it is to be actively bad. So it's like if Big D were to return for an All-Star season, like I wouldn't be that upset because at least he's going to be actively bad in the game. Actually, yeah, I just edited together my player ranking, which Big D might be very low on it, which is kind of funny. Where I'm 100%, I'm pretty sure he is the lowest person on a player ranking that I've ever done that made it to the final two or whatever.
The wiring in this building is such a mess.
I'll check the circuit breaker.
By the way, player ranking ended up being interesting too, where it's funny that like there's Travis, who like I barely talk about for a minute, but then like a whole like there's like what Tiffany and Xavier, both of them I talk about for over 7 minutes. I talk about Kylan and Azza for 6 minutes each, and there's like a good amount of players that I talk about like for 4 minutes. I think like Hannah, DX, Claire, Alyssa. I think Alyssa. Anyway, there's like a decent amount of players that I talk about for a decent amount of time, but it's still funny that like Travis I barely talk about for a minute.
People on the roof. Can't go up there.
Wait, where am I going? I guess not there. The tough thing with Big D though is that there definitely is like the misogyny from Big D that kind of makes him a bit icky. But outside of that, I thought he was a really entertaining character, even though again very delusional and very frustrating from a game standpoint. But I do think for the most part he made for fun TV. Does BB23 have the most delusional cast? I think it has the most delusional people that made it far. It might be like one of. But to be fair, part of the delusion, like people being delusional was part of the strategy of the cookout. Now, again, the problem is that two of the most delusional people in the cast are Xavier and Big D, who were in the cookout. But like the entire premise of the cookout's like main strategy was to create this facade of this like fake game that was going on, where like they were pretending that there were a whole bunch of duos in the game and that was like the real game, when in reality it was the cookout. But so through that, it's like it's inherently like going to cause delusion from the people outside of the cookout. But the problem is that, like, again, the two most delusional people are two people in the cookout. But I mean, like, if we add them, and then you got Frenchie, you got like Brent, you got who else is really and to be fair, like most of the people outside the cookout like took it really well. Actually, I mean, like, I don't feel like there's been no one that's like been anti-cookout, right, from the season. And like And from what I've seen, like, I mean, Claire, DX, like, Alyssa, like, all these people have been very supportive of the cookout. So, like, I don't feel like they're delusional now, at least, like, post-game. Well, obviously, Big D, I feel like, is still delusional post-game. And then, I don't know about Xavier. I haven't seen much from Xavier, to be honest. But the problem with Xavier, too, is that I feel like the cast themselves are delusional about Xavier. Where I think even they think that Xavier played a better game than what he played. To where, like, even, like, Tiffany, who does have all the information to know that Xavier didn't play, as well as what he claims and everything. I think even she now believes that he played better than what he actually did. So, I don't know how anyone could work there after seeing Xavier's going to be kind of a weird one.
You went for Simon Krieger's jugular.
Where it's like, I feel like if people were to tell him exactly what he did wrong and all that sort of stuff, like, I feel like he would be accepting of that. But I just don't know if people are really going to tell him most of the time. And, like, I don't know if people he trusts are going to tell him, I think, in particular.
Roxxon has so much influence here, but they don't answer to anyone except their shareholders. Harlem needs someone to fight for the community.
That's Mom's campaign speech voice, in case you couldn't tell.
Being the last... So, well, I guess not last day, but, like, in the morning of today, I've been finally putting stuff together for Top Games of the Generation video, which I've been working... Well, not working on, but I've been playing games for the last 6 months or whatever. That's, like, my big game project for the year.
I don't know.
And yeah, finally getting stuff together for that. I do need to
Not tonight. It's Christmas.
Download some footage.
I mean,
still for certain games, though I have the majority of what I need from other games. But yeah, kind of like trying to solidify the list right now, which I'm still a bit unsure what to do with the last placements. Because it's like the top like 12, I think, are very locked in. Like, I think they're like 100% solid.
Somewhere you can shoot hoops.
And then like even like the top like 19 to 20, I feel like are good. But it's like the thing is, like, should I narrow down the top 20 games of generation instead of 25? I've been thinking about that. Because I feel like the top 20 are kind of in a league of their own. While I feel like I want to talk about the other 5 games that are there from like 11 or 21 to 25. I don't know if they like need to be on the list itself. So I've been kind of thinking, like, should I narrow it down? But then again, like, I'm just going to talk about them as honorable mentions anyway. So it's like, what's really the point? But also, like, figuring out, like, what exactly I want to be on the list at that point. Because, like, there's a lot of games on the same sort of tier. Like, I would say there's, like, 20... Yeah, like, 29 games I think could be on the list. And then I still need to play Control. So I've been kind of trying to figure out what should be there and what shouldn't. Yeah, like, I considered, like, taking off, like, Tales from the Borderlands.
It's almost done compiling.
Because it's a Telltale game, essentially. And it feels weird to have it on a Top Games Generation list. But then, like, I also feel like if we're making it a personal list, like, I do feel like Tales from Borderlands does genuinely make the cut.
Let's test drive this baby.
But then, it feels weird putting Tales from Borderlands above, like, Hellblade. Which is a game that I think, even though I don't personally enjoy playing as much, is a game that I probably respect a lot more. I've also been like, oh wait, fuck, swipe left.
Welcome to Friendly Neighborhood 1.0. It lets New Yorkers directly request your help and report crimes and...
How much does it force you to do this stuff?
Thanks. Oh, look, someone just made a request.
Oh, they're really being complimentary of themselves, aren't they?
Request came from a guy named Aaron Davis.
Wait, what? That's my uncle.
Does he know you're Spider-Man?
It's so weird, like, how the control feels when you're swinging around.
I'm headed to the subway stop.
Oh, okay, well, that didn't work. Alright.
What is going on?
Yeah, so, mentioned before that this might be the last stream before the next Survivor episode. I mean, unless, like, something goes wrong, we don't finish the game here in this stream, but at least the plan is for this to be the last stream before the next episode. Obviously, I'll stream that night, and yeah, I mean, at this point, this is also kind of like the last stream of my vacation, I guess. Because technically, the last day of my vacation. Oh fuck! I fucked that up. The last technical day of my vacation is Tuesday, though I don't work on Wednesday anyway. Actually, I just realized I might as well make these not public, right? Those two like failed. Like the beginning of the stream where I was testing out the audio. But yeah, yeah, so next 2 days are last days of my vacation, which I'll probably just do. I'll mostly just relax, I think. Yeah, I'll probably do some work on the Top Games Generation. I need to write the Mass Effect Andromeda video at some point. Whatever that is, but yeah, I've done really the first week, over a week of my vacation ended up being me just working nonstop on the channel and trying to get caught up on videos and stuff. So I think I'm gonna take the back half here a bit more relaxed. Or again, the last couple days I haven't really done that much. I did edit the player ranking for VB23, but even then I took that pretty slow.
There's the sensors.
Okay.
Way too many wires on this one.
Is this the puzzle or is this later?
Where do these cables go?
I guess we'll see. I'll be honest, I don't actually remember that much of this game, and I only played it 9 months ago.
Hey, yourself.
Here we go. Which is more delusional, 19, 21, 23? 19... I mean, 19's cast isn't that delusional. I mean, it's... I mean, obviously you have, Matt and Raven, but even Matt wasn't that delusional, necessarily. It's just that he didn't care. I mean, I think it's mostly Raven.
What did you do?
And then I guess, Alex.
And it looks like they left some of their toys.
But, I don't think that cast was, as much delusional as they just, because, it's not like the majority of them thought that they were running the game, but in reality it was Paul. It's really it's just Raven and Alex thought they were running the game. While I feel like people like Christmas and Josh knew Paul was running the game and were kind of just letting it happen, which I don't think is really delusional. Then 21 is 21's cast delusional at all?
This tech has a pretty unique.
Who's delusional from 21's cast?
If I can track it. Huh. Looks like there's a bunch more of these around this city.
I mean, I guess Jackson kind of, but it's not to an extreme. What is this? Oh wait, I have to switch to what? Oh, I forgot that was a thing in this game, that you can bring up the holodrone to help you fight.
Hey, Underground! We gotta stop running into each other!
Okay. That was bad. I wonder how long is the speedrun for this game? I'm sure it's not even 2 hours, right? I would think. Which I've done speedrun of the original, but obviously never of this one. Okay, camera, can you not be complete shit? Whatever. That was just me being an idiot because I thought there was another enemy there.
Okay. Hope the trains are running again.
Oh yeah, the trains. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the puzzle I'm thinking of.
Hey, Mr. Davis. How are things looking now?
So I remember I had something to do with trains.
Trains on the tracks. Something must have gone down.
Yeah.
It was the underground messing with your sensors. Good thinking. Does Roxxon ever use a subway to ship loot for him?
It is so much fun though to just swing around the city in this game.
Not great. This line got them updated with Roxxon Plaza.
So they could be using it under the table. I'll follow
Ah,
up
fuck!
on
I
it.
fucked that up.
So, you
Whatever.
mentioned your brother. You got other family?
Haven't seen them in a while. I had to make some changes.
Yeah, is anything even going on in the next couple days? Not really, right? Yeah, it's so weird because like there was so much going on in the summer, but like now, like there's really nothing going on until Wednesday. I don't think. Yeah, there's no International Survivor. There's no Big Brother. There's no The Circle. There's no there's not the challenge until Wednesday. Yeah, it feels like there's just not much. There's no A&W. Yeah, it's like not much going on anymore, which is kind of nice in a way, but also kind of weird.
I can stop them quietly.
Hurry it up. Tinkerer told us to get in and out quick.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I really hate tutorials and where like I hate it when like a tutorial forces you to actually do something. Like I don't mind it being like a prompt on screen or whatever, like telling you, oh, you can do this, but like I hate it when it like actually forces you to do it.
Wish it was always this easy.
There we go.
Don't look at me.
Oh, are there more enemies? Oh, fuck, there's a lot of enemies. Shit, I thought those were like the only two enemies in the area. Okay.
Good time to try out Pete's visor tech.
Oh, fuck off, I don't care.
Nice. Now I can track them.
Sure, I really don't care though. Yeah, I was doing it on the hardest difficulty, and yeah, I would care to do stealth, but it's like I don't fucking care to do it right now. Oh, and I fucked that up really bad.
I've got a theory. You're trying to intercept new form. Am I close?
Yeah, also when I get back into work, like it's probably gonna be pretty busy for next week or so afterwards. That's gonna be fun, obviously. So I talked about this earlier, that probably 2 streams a week from this point forward instead of 3. We'll definitely do the Wednesday stream, obviously, because Survivor. Oh fuck, I'm almost dead. Holy shit. But the other one will probably lean towards it being Sunday night. Oh, fuck off. I feel like that's what works the best for me personally, but if we miss a Sunday night, then we'll probably do Monday instead. Okay, what the fuck are you doing? Why is he keep... Okay, whatever. There we go. So, now what?
Now to get the trains back on the tracks. Controls are probably in the office.
Okay, so this is the puzzle that I remembered. Okay, well that was obviously really smart. Fuck me. Just completely overjumped it.
Tinkerer. Unc said that's their leader.
Okay.
Oh man, they read the controls.
What a shame.
Gonna have to get the trains back on the tracks by hand. Or web. I can use that turntable.
Do you think Ariana Grande would do well in Big Brother? I'm probably. Like, I'm sure she'll do fine. Like, I don't know how much of a strategic mind she has. I feel like that'll probably be the biggest downfall for her, but I feel like overall though, like I feel like she should be good socially, and I feel like obviously her just being Ariana Grande will make her relatively well liked. Game.
No.
Oh, fuck off. Okay, damn it.
Uncle Aaron sounds serious about wanting to get back to the family. I should reach out to him. As Miles.
I don't think she's particularly likely though, right? For like Celebrity Big Brother or anything. Because she's on The Voice right now, right? So I'm sure she has like some sort of contract that makes it so she can't be on other networks. So, and also she's like kind of too big anyway. Like the only reason she would even be like somewhat in consideration would be the Frankie Grande connection, but I don't feel like an Ariana Grande appearance on Celebrity Big Brother is particularly likely. At least short term, like not for this season. Where am I going? What am I doing actually? I'm supposed to move these. Where is it? Here or I don't remember. Or is it there? Is it here? I really don't remember. I guess we're gonna try to do it here.
That works.
There we go. See, I knew exactly what I was doing.
Yes. Okay, one more.
Okay, so I'm moving this one? Not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I remember that this was a thing, and
This train's gonna block that one.
I'm so confused. What am I doing? Like, I don't know. I don't remember what I'm doing here. So, oh, wait. I think I know what I'm doing. Okay. I think it's this and then this, right?
That's right.
There we go.
It worked. We've got trains on the tracks. Now they need power.
Alright.
They busted the controls here too, but not the generator. Okay, I can use that to power the trains. Probably. My webs are conductive.
Oh, I forgot this is a thing too. Alright. Again, like I feel like it's so weird how little of this game I remember, considering it hasn't even been a year since I played it.
Hey, Mr. Davis, did anything change on your end?
Panels just lit up like Christmas. Good job, kid.
Glad to help. If anything else comes up, just post a note in the app.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I wonder if anything of note for Spider-Man 2 will come from this game.
For me?
Like, you assume it would, right? Considering obviously Miles is going to be a playable character and everything.
Cool. I'll head back now.
Hey, Miles. Just landed in Europe. How's day one of solo Spider-Man?
It's so fucking dumb though. That like all this shit's happening. It's like Spider-Man's like, I'm just out of town.
Sort of making it up as I go.
The mark of a true Spider-Man. Well, if you need
It's obviously like overly generic too.
and a cross-Atlantic flight, but it's fine.
Sure, man.
For like this to be for Miles' story to take place while
You earned it.
Peter's out of town.
MJ needs me. Gotta go. Bye. Dude, fixing the subways made the app blow up. You have so many requests. Like, oh, this one from Teos. You guy rules.
Oh, I should definitely check that out. Now that the whole city's counting on me.
We're like the #1 app in NYC right now. Check it out as soon as you're done with your uncle. He still doesn't know you're you, right?
Had a couple near misses, but I kept my cover. I'll check the app as soon as I'm done here. Later.
How far in the stream are we anyway? Oh, we're barely an hour over. Okay. 'Cause I'm trying to think, like, how much... Like, I think we're probably, like, what, like a third of the way through the game or so? If I were to guess. Maybe, actually. I mean, I don't know. We're not even done with, like, the intros to a lot of things.
I'm almost there.
You gotta hurry, Spider-Man. Underground's here. Putting bombs on the tracks.
Bombs? For real?
Guess they didn't like you fixing things.
I'll get there as soon as I can. Hang tight and don't go outside.
But yeah, I don't really have a great sense of this game considering I did 100% completion, so since I barely remember how the main story is broken down.
Stop this quick.
Oof, that was close.
Not if I can help it.
Okay, well that's dumb. Who I think is gonna be next? Unspout. Yeah, I think Brad's definitely a high possibility. Okay, like I think I would say probably like 70 to 80% chance that Brad goes if Ua goes to tribal. I think there's like a little chance of a Ricard boot, but I think the other three should be safe. Based off the recent content. Okay, what the fuck? Like I'll be again like Shan. I would be very surprised if we lose Shan before the merge. I think JD. I think there's a chance JD could be an early boot, but again, like this last episode really was setting up more of a Brad. Well, I mean, actually, I don't know. I mean, I guess they like Brad is upset at JD, right? But still, like we didn't get any content from JD himself, which I think is pretty indicative there of him probably not being in a lot of danger. But again, like Ricard's been getting a lot of like Ricard's been getting like very like villainous sort of content to where I think there's a chance he could be a boot soon. But again, like Brad's edit very much screams out as a very soon boot. Like I'll be surprised if Brad makes merge with the edit he's getting. Yeah, like if Ua goes, I think it's Brad. If Luvu goes, I think it's like it's weird because it's like I think based off the edit we're seeing on this show, I would actually say Sydney, but it doesn't seem like it's that way from how everything's playing out on the island. Where, like, from the footage that we saw, it does feel like Heather is on the outs from the secret scene. But even in that secret scene, it was like Heather's targeting Sydney. And, like, I think based on the content we've been given, like, Sydney's just been, like, undermined in the edit a bit up to this point, to where I feel like it could be Sydney if they go to tribal. And then who's the other tribe? Yase. I get like obviously it's Xander, Tiffany. There, I would lean towards Tiffany if they go to another tribal, but I don't suspect that they will, considering I think the four that are on there, even though again it makes no sense logically. But I feel like the four that are on that tribe, their edits feel like they have longevity to me. To where I expect all four of them to meet at the merge. But then I don't know how that'll happen, considering we have so much to go until the merge, I would guess. And what is this? Decreases damage. Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah, we have like so much to go until the merge, and it's like we know that there's no swap, so But again, do we know? Like, do we know when the merge is going to be? That's something that I've been thinking about, because like the thing is with my my one thing was it mid-season power ranking. It might be this month, like the mid-season power ranking, because again, it was supposed to be first Saturday of next month, but the way it's looking right now, it's probably going to end up being one of the last Saturdays of this month.
Hold up, Miles. I kind of suspected when I saw the news yesterday.
Yeah, Gina's pretty invisible. Yeah, like, I don't think Jeannie's winning, personally. Though, to be fair, she's not, like, completely dead, edit-wise, because, again, she had a good premiere, good enough premiere, at least, where she get personal content. And the problem with Jeannie, too, is that we just don't know what she's doing strategically, and I feel like that's a bad sign for her, edit, because usually, obviously, the winner would be displayed a bit more in that way.
He'd definitely freak out. So, you taking over for the other Spider-Man?
So...
Like I said, he's just on vacation.
I think Jeannie still has a chance, but I don't think it's looking particularly great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be like a Lane figure. I don't know. Like, again, Lane had a much bigger opening episode than Jeannie. I mean, that was the comparison I thought of, like, pre-season, where like I was thinking Jeannie was going to be like a Lane. And, like, either be an early boot or make it very far, like, make it to, like, Final 6, Final 7, but then take it out because they're likable. Which, again, is still pretty much the trajectory I see her getting right now. Like, probably more so that later one, but, yeah, I don't know. She's just, it doesn't seem like she's just that important to the story that's going on.
My cat, named after the real Spider-Man. Bunch of jerks broke in here and robbed my place. Think they took Spider-Man too.
That's awful. Did you see where they went?
Fucking forgot Spider-Man's name is Cat.
Power substation. Couple blocks over.
Actually, while I'm here, while we're doing cutscenes, I might as well try to download some of the footage that I need. Because again, there's definitely there's some games I need some footage for my Games of Generation videos, so I might as well do that real quick here. Start downloading some Rise of the Tomb Raider footage. Alright, this is so fucking dumb. He's just asking for Spider-Man. Who the fuck names their cat Spider-Man, though?
Here's my way in.
And these are all, it's so weird, like, how short this game is, yet the majority of this game is tutorial, like, the early game is tutorials still. But it's, like, it's tutorials of things that, like, were pretty much, like, while, yes, they're modified from the original, Spider-Man, it's weird how they're, okay, what the fuck, I'm supposed to go this way. It's weird how, like, they bother to make them tutorials again. I mean, like, I'm sure there's some people that probably played this one without playing the original, but still. It's still weird how much of a focus it is on a game that's, like, this short. This is so fucking dumb. Do you think the summit will have other dilemmas? I don't know. Like, the sense I get is no. I don't know, like, because, like, if they're gonna change it up, why didn't they just change it up for episode 2? Like, it's weird that we had the exact same thing 2 times in a row, where it's risk your vote, protect your vote. If you get it right, it's an extra vote. Like, it would be weird if they, like, did the same thing for 2 episodes, and all of a sudden episode 3, it's, like, a radically different thing. I mean, to be fair, Ghost Island did that to a degree. Where Ghost Island had, like, that specific format early on that was, like, closer to Immunity Island. And then all of a sudden it just, like, changes in episode 3, but, why can't I hit this guy? Okay, that was weird. But, yeah, I would expect it to stay. At least the, like, risk and protect your vote thing, I think that'll definitely stay.
Wait!
What other footage do I need? Firewatch. And let's just do this real quick. Okay, or maybe not, considering the cutscene's already done. Whatever. Oh wait, fuck, you have to hold. Oh.
I'm coming for you, Spider-Man. Hang tight.
Yeah, this.
Spider-Man, wait!
I already have like so much footage that I'm gonna have to end up using.
There's a bank on this block. No power means no security.
So if we fix the power, we're preventing a bank heist?
Stopping crime before it begins. In a world where only two men can see the future.
Just download the Firewatch footage real quick.
Alright, gotta focus.
Alright. Oh, well, that's lovely. Poor connection quality, broadcast only. Maybe that's because I'm downloading footage. Maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do. Whatever. Alright, maybe let's pause the download. I guess that wasn't the best decision to do. So weird people are getting extra votes, yeah. Alright, let's just make sure my audio is at least working. Because to be honest, who really cares about the game itself?
Remind me to tell you about the job I pulled for him over in Brooklyn.
Okay, it is. Okay. Yeah, hopefully I'm pausing the downloads. Hopefully it comes back soon. I guess that was my own fault. I should have done that. I guess streaming at 1080 and then also downloading game footage at the same time is probably not the smartest thing to be doing. Yeah, again, the video is gone. It's my fault. I guess that's too much for my internet. Yeah, my audio is still going through, but the video is not streaming currently. Again, hopefully it comes back in a second. Hopefully. I just died, by the way.
I think I know what these dudes want. There's a bank.
Is it not gonna come back?
No security.
So if we fix the power, we're preventing a bank.
That'd be cool if it came back.
Crime before it begins. Only two men can see the future. Only they can stop it.
Well, that's kind of
Alright, gotta focus.
not great. Yeah, so I guess I shouldn't be doing that moving forward. Definitely not a good decision to download footage at the time that I'm also streaming, so let's still not coming back? Well, that's pretty bad then.
I've worked for this guy before. You, friend of a friend.
I mean, I guess I'll just continue going and just like hopefully it comes back. I mean, the things are okay. I'm just gonna actually. These are like almost done downloading, so I might as well not even stop the download. Just hopefully, like after it's finished downloading, which is in like 10 seconds, hopefully things come back. But yeah, that's usually what ends up happening to me. I decide to like download a whole bunch of shit all at one time, and then like everything just crumbles apart afterwards. Okay, I'm just gonna die again on here on purpose. Yeah, I haven't done anything in the game since I lost video. Pretty much, I've just died in the same fight twice. It's still not coming back. That's not great.
So if we fix the power,
Stopping crime before it begins.
Yeah, the download is done now, so
Only they can stop it.
Alright, gotta focus.
Let's see. I guess I probably should do something at this point. Let's see. Let's do this.
Why does the boss want to set up here of all places?
Why is it still bad?
Harlem's a mess right now. Boss knows an opportunity when he sees one.
Because again, the internet's perfect on my laptop and everything.
I've worked for this guy before. You, friend of a friend. Thought it was
What should I do here? Alright, maybe. Okay, I guess I'll probably go and test my internet real quick. think we're back.
Power in this place to fry you like an oyster if you ain't careful.
Hello.
Like an oyster.
Alright. I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Alright, that was fucked. I don't know what happened. I mean, like, I assume it's because I started downloading shit. But, alright, everything should be fine now. Yeah, I had to disconnect the internet and then, like, I had to, like, disconnect from my internet and reconnect. But we're fine now. So that's annoying, obviously, but whatever. So I guess I won't be doing that moving forward. Is this still considered one stream? I think it is, right? Yeah, okay. It didn't technically disconnect from a Twitch standpoint. Okay.
This yours?
Actually, you know what? I'm kind of at the point where I was like, let's just lower the difficulty because I really don't actually even care. Because it feels like I'm like almost dying like 99% of the time anyway, so it's like... At the end of the day, I'm just trying to blow through the game real quick. I do want to play this on the hardest difficulty at some point though. I think we'll probably stream that eventually. Just probably out right now. By the way, I am going to be playing... So next thing I'm going to be doing on stream will be playing through The Last of Us Part 2 on PS5. Don't know how I want to approach it though, because I still haven't played Grounded in Last of Us Part 2. But I really want to. Also don't want to spend too long on it. Because I do want to start playing Judgment not too long from then. So I don't know how I'm going to approach that playthrough, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, something I do like about PS5 here so far, though, is that, and when broadcasting at least, it doesn't stop your broadcast whenever you do something weird, which PS4 did very often. Where, like, again, like, I would lose my internet for, like, a split second and then the stream would crash just instantly. It seems like that's not what happens here, which I like that better, obviously.
I need to find the backup systems.
What am I doing? I guess not that. Find a way to charge. Oh, backup power. Wait, where am I going though? Wait, that's where I came from, right? Oh yeah, so what am I supposed to charge? This? I guess not. Oh, this. It's this one. I'm a fucking idiot. There we go.
Okay.
See, obviously I knew I was doing the entire time.
Main generator. Hope I can fix it. These guys keep talking about their boss. Any idea who it is?
Dude, a lot of people want to rob banks.
It was worth a try. There's the main breaker.
Yeah, I really find these sort of missions boring though in Spider-Man, where like you're trying to find your way through like a warehouse area and it's like going through all the vents and all this shit. How am I not detected? That's fucking dumb. I'm assuming it's because we're on the easiest difficulty, but still, that's fucking dumb. Okay. I guess I technically haven't talked through last month and the upcoming month for the channel, which I typically do at the end of the month. So I guess I might as well do that here. So yeah, I mean, last month was shit. Like I already talked about that earlier, at least, that last month was like purposely bad. were due to me doing videos about Australian Survivor and South Africa. Did not perform the greatest.
Time to check the breaker.
I believe view-wise, last month was my worst month. Actually, now I think about it, I think I did talk about this part of it on the last stream. But either way, I talk about it again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last month was my worst month in a very, very long time view-wise. Where I think it's like 3,000 views off of July, which that was my worst month since like, I think like March or maybe it was February. I think it was February of 2020. So this is worse than that. So yeah, bad month view wise. Watch time, it was actually okay, largely because like I had a lot of longer videos. But still, again, views were bad. Revenue was actually not terrible, all things considered. CPM was actually the highest it's ever been for the channel, so that's something. But still, like, made less money than other months. But again, really, realistically, it's like it doesn't really matter that much. Is that not it? What am I doing then? Connect the... Oh, wait, we need to do the tether thing. Wait, how do you do it? Is it R1? Fuck. There we go. Yeah, I mean, really, just last month was pretty bad on almost every metric. But, oh, sub-wise, it was better than July. That was something, too. Like, even though it was, like, a bad month for subs, it's, like, it was still better than the worst month ever. Like, where July was literally my worst month for subs since the channel got any semblance of traction, which was May of 2019. So, like, it was better than February through April of 2019, but it was pretty much worse than every other month. At least this last month, like, was better than that. But so I think I only got, like, 180 subscribers, I think, which is still pretty bad. But again, that last, July, I only got like 165, which is even worse. What the fuck? Can that not happen? But yeah, I feel a lot more confident about this month, though. It does seem like revenue might be down this month based on how the first day of the month went, where CPM dropped by over $2, so that's not a great sign, but whatever. View-wise and everything, I feel good about this month as a whole, even though this next week isn't like the greatest in the world, but again, the Big Brother review is performing adequately. I don't know how the player ranking will go, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter that much. Again, Circle video will come out on a Wednesday. So, okay, well, we can run through the schedule of the month. Considering most of it is pretty solid. Pretty much, it's very solid up until the final video of the year. Or final video of the month. Where, like, I feel pretty locked in how it's going to go. So, obviously, first video of the month was the Big Brother 23 review. Next Wednesday will be the Circle review. Next Saturday will be the BB23 player ranking. And, yeah, after that, we're kind of being a bit more, like things are kind of back to normal. So, the Saturday there, or the Wednesday after that will be the Survivor Africa 20-year anniversary review, or retrospective, which should perform, I mean, again, it's going to perform better than most Wednesday videos. It's not going to perform that well, realistically. Like, again, like, I think probably a couple thousand views, but still. Still better than your random fucking video there. Then, I think... I mean, I could just bring it up in a second, but I think the next Saturday is the What If Every Season Had a Fan Favorite Award video that I made a long fucking time ago, but I'm pretty sure that's what's after that. So it's like 2 Survivor videos in a row, and that's followed up by the BB2 player ranking. So again, it's kind of like a decent streak of videos. Again, like nothing there is gonna like perform ridiculously well, but like it should be like a bit of a rebound, at least from what we've had recently. And then, fuck. Oh, is he dead? After that's the Final Tribal Council ranking, which is I think the 23rd. Though that's where it gets a bit hesitant because, like, again, like we don't know when the mid-season power ranking for 41 is going to be. We don't know when the merge is going to be. So that's going to change some things up, depending on when that is. But if I were to guess, I would say the 30th seems about right for that. Fuck. Fuck! There we go. What the fuck was that? Yeah, Final Tribal Council ranking should be the 23rd. And then the Wednesday video after that is the Yakuza Kiryu Saga ranking, which most people don't care about, but whatever. It's still coming out. And then if there is no mid-season power ranking, the final video of the month will be my Jeff Probst's least favorite player for our season video. And obviously, if that doesn't come out, if the mid-season power ranking is at the end of the month, then obviously that'll just be delayed a week. Like, that's pretty much how it'll go. And yeah, I mean, all that stuff's pretty solid. Like, again, very little to change there. Unless, like, out of nowhere, Challenge All-Stars 2 comes out. But I very much doubt that'll come out within that time frame. Okay, let's try to actually finish this. There we go. Good enough.
Now for the breaker. For real this time.
It's down there.
Let's get out of here, Spider-Man.
Alright. Oh my god, I have like a billion like notifications of people that I follow that are fucking streaming right now. That's kind of hilarious. But whatever. Alright, what are we doing? There.
Power restored.
Again, that's insane though how fast that loads. Because that's I'm pretty sure on PS4 there's a loading screen there. Like, it is insane though that it just loads so instantly. Who I think is the most overrated Star player.
Got a surprise for you.
I imagine like who we're talking about, like who we're talking about as the people that are rating. If we're talking about like from the super fan community, then obviously it's tougher than like the casual. Like obviously if it's the casual, then yeah, you can like say like, oh, Joe or Ozzy or like some of those people who the casuals love. But yeah, like in terms of general, I mean like Parvati I think is overrated, but I still think she's really good. I think she's overrated in the sense that
of course.
Like, to us, I think her individual games are overrated, but I think she is still a like all-time great player. Because like if we look at like her individual games again, like Micronesia is a very good game, but it's one where she definitely is in danger that first round, and then she obviously gets very lucky with the final 2 over final 3 to where she doesn't have to face off against Suri, who is someone that could very much beat her. Where's this?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I've been wrapped up in my own stuff.
But, yeah, then here's there's villains kind of just all over the place.
78th and West End.
78. By the Science Center?
Where, she's not really in a great spot for a lot of the early game there. Has to be saved by an idol.
Better hustle over.
Does do the double idol play after a merge, which is good, but I do think even then, I personally find it to be kind of an overrated move. And then after that, she's in danger like for a few rounds and has to win immunity and stuff. And it even gets to the end where, I mean, yeah, she's taken to the end, but like one, she's taken to the end in a position where she doesn't win, and then also isn't really like it's not really because of things she did. It's more so because Russell thought that Jerry would vote for him at the end. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? Are any of these good? If I remember right, I do feel like I remember that the skill tree in this game's kind of shit, where like nothing's really that great. Increase the rate of... Okay, let's do that. I guess we'll do that. Stun, take 50% more. I don't know if that's even worth it. What is this? Knock into other enemies. Okay, fine. Let's do that. Maybe let's go here. How many more? I still have 3 skill points? Holy shit. Alright, I guess that. Why not? Whatever, let's just get all these. Yeah, I think poverty's a decent answer, but like it's weird because like I think when you like when I think of like overrated, I think of like someone that's like people say are good but they're bad. But it's like I think it's like with poverty, it's like I think they like people say that she's like it's like that she's good, but she's not as good as what people say. So anyway, how do I separate individual games from potential? I think it's like kind of easy. Where like I feel like individual games is more so like pretty like for me, rating someone's game is very black and white, or like it's easy to make black and white at least. Where like you very much like you can just see like what positions they were in at what points and like how much power they had, how much agency they had. While I feel like potential is, or I feel like like rating them as a player is more so about their potential in terms of how it's like I think when rating them as a player, it's more so based off of gut instinct than what you actually see. Where like I feel like rating someone's game is rating off of the proof that's like within their game, like the thing that you actually see executed, while I feel like when assessing a player, it's a lot more of a gut instinct on how you feel they will do on multiple appearances. Actually, I'm looking at the PS5 controller for the first time. Like, this is such a weirdly constructed thing. Where there's like on the bottom, it's like oh, it's so fucking weird.
Time capsule seen better days.
You remember the combination?
But yeah, it's like for
yeah, it's
I think someone like a Haley from Australian Survivor Brains vs. Bronze, like the biggest example for me recently, where I think there's like a massive disconnect within the game that they played and their overall ability as a player. Or again, like on paper, it's like her game is massively flawed. Like obviously she gets voted out. Early on in the game, it's like even the points where she does have power, like I don't think I think people overrate Haley's like certain game moves Haley makes in the game as well. But I feel like if I'm talking about like who would I have the most confidence in any given season of Australian Survivor, like again, Haley's very high, if not number one. Again, like it's between her and David in terms of like who I just like have the most confidence in.
The Fibonacci sequence.
Nice. A reward.
I mean, our energy converter was pretty fire.
True.
And also, I think when doing a player, you have to think about how repeatable something is.
Wow.
While for me, when assessing a game, you don't have to think about how repeatable it is. So it's like with Tony and Kageyan. Like for me, it's like if I'm rating Tony as a player after Kageyan, he's not that high. Like he's definitely not top 10. Like he's like,
it's fine.
Yeah, he's not even really in contention for that high of a placement. But like his game is very impressive. Like, but it's like because like the reason why I would assess him low after Kageyan as a player is because I don't feel like he would ever be able to do that type of game again. But it doesn't matter when assessing their game because he did it. like that is his game on that season, and he executed it. But it's a game that he probably wouldn't be able to do again. Yeah, I think Wentworth's also, there's a disconnect between the game she played and a lot of the game ability that she has. Where, like, I think, really, for me, the best game she played was Edge of Extinction. But obviously she's well more known for Cambodia, which I think is a pretty mediocre game.
Man, it was so good to see.
Survivor Cal. Streams, bit of a disaster here and there. Hockey start, we're trying to get the audio to work, but even since then, I wanted to download some game footage for my Top Games Generation video, and who knew that doing that would cause my stream to go out? So, won't be doing that again. But yeah, that wasn't great. But
You got the house key?
yeah, outside of that, it's fine. Playing Miles Morales still. Fuck, we're like 2 hours in. It feels like, well, yeah, we're just getting to this point. Like, this was the fucking demo, right? The PlayStation, like one of the PlayStation event demos. So we're just, there's still so much left then. Anyway, do I own a Switch? No, I do not. Not currently. Again, just got a PS5. But when it comes to Switch, probably, like, the plan was to get one by the end of the year. To be honest, I'm a bit lower on that right now, if I'm being honest. But we'll see, like, how, like, on Black Friday, if Switch goes on sale for like 200 or like 250 with a game or something like that, I think I'll probably go and bite the bullet. But I'm not, to be honest, I don't have that much time for it to begin with. Thank you, there we go. To where I feel like I need one, but like I would ideally like to get one, especially because there are certain games I would want to ideally play before doing my year in gaming video for next year. But yeah, there's like Shin Megami Tensei 5. That's coming out on Switch exclusive pretty soon. Got Metroid Dread, which I would ideally like to play.
Honey, you're worried.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I will or not.
This is my girlfriend Steph. She just started volunteering at Feast.
Good to meet you. I'm sure we'll run into each other at the shelter.
Speaking of,
no shifts for you till after winter break.
Yeah, everyone's favorite character, Gloria. Who like shows up for like 5 seconds in the original game.
Enjoy your mom's speech. I'll call you after break.
Yeah, like the thing is, like, even if I had a Switch though, it's like I don't know how much I'll be playing it. That's like kind of the thing. Like, is it worth spending like $200-250 for a Switch when like I'm probably only going to be playing like 1 to 2 games? Well, like, again, like PS5 here, I just spent $500 on this, but it's like this is pretty much where most of my time is going to be going to when playing games anyway. So it's like it's not really that big of a deal. And like what's also annoying too is that I can't record footage off of Switch, like off the Switch itself. So it's like if I wanna like legitimately do like videos on Switch games, like I would need to buy a capture card and like all that stuff. It's like, which I'm not don't feel too incentivized to be doing right now. So yeah, the wheat cakes. I'm not that big of a current Nintendo guy. It's like I was when I was a kid. Like when I was a kid, like all I played was N64 and GameCube. But now I haven't owned a Switch console a Nintendo console since the Wii. So it's been a little bit. But again, like most of like the games that I played when I was a kid, like I put like 800 hours in the Melee. Super Mario 64 is my favorite game of all time until probably like 5-6 years ago or so. Yeah, played like I still have a decently sized and GameCube collection. That to be honest, I haven't played a lot of it in a while. Like actually, I don't even know when the last time I even played my GameCube was, or my Wii or anything. But yeah, in terms of like recent Nintendo, I have not. I haven't played most Switch. Like I've played Smash Ultimate, with friends and stuff, but like I haven't really. Like I played like Breath of the Wild for like 15 minutes, and then Mario Odyssey I played like for like 10 minutes at one point, and then again played Smash Ultimate a bit, but that's pretty much my entire experience with the Switch. Then I've never touched a Wii U in my entire life. And yeah, I mean it's been since the original Wii. I mean, that being said, though, like I'm still like knowledgeable about like Switch related things. Like just because like I'm like just in general like into games in general, but it's like in terms of like having played them myself, like yes, it has been a while. Yeah, like with my top games of the generation video, like I'm not including Nintendo in there. One, because obviously I haven't played a lot of them, but also the more like I think even then it makes sense to not include it, just because also Nintendo kind of feels like their own separate thing at this point. Where even through the Switch, like the Switch was technically their second console within that console generation. It just feels like Nintendo as a whole like isn't really competing for the same audience anymore as PlayStation and Xbox. So to me, it's like I just feel like it makes sense even without that context to not even include Switch anyway. I don't know why I'm gonna like. I mean, obviously this is like so far down the road. Who knows if I'll ever even fucking do this anyway? But I don't know how to quantify the 9th generation. Like, isn't that just gonna be kind of weird with like how generations are now, where like because the way I'm following the rules for this video is that it has to be a game that was originally released after the release of the PS4 and Xbox One, but also have come out before the release of PS5 and Xbox Series X. But it's like for next generation, it's gonna be weird because like so many games have crossover between the two generations. Whereas like so many games that are releasing now are still PS4 and Xbox One, but just have like performance boost on PS5 or whatnot. So I feel like it's gonna be kind of weird if I were to do this again for the next generation. But whatever, that's the rules I'm following for this one at least.
No, stay where it's safe.
But you're hurt. What if something happens to you while I'm not there?
Yeah, so this entire sequence here is just the E3 demo. Or not E3 demo, the whatever it was. PlayStation Experience or whatever it was. Or Showcase, whatever.
Okay, Ma. Nos vemos en casa.
Te quiero.
Mom, I saw what just went down at your mom's route. You okay? Where are you?
Yeah, like, but in an ideal world, if I had all the time in the world, then yeah, I would still be a Nintendo person. Like, there's definitely games on the Switch that I would like to play. It's just, for me, especially with the things that I like to talk about within the gaming medium, it's like, the stuff that Nintendo does just isn't, like, my stuff anymore. Again, like, with me, like, when talking about games, a lot of what I like to talk about is more narrative-based things, and Nintendo in general just doesn't really focus on that sort of stuff. And there is like Shin Megami Tensei 5 that's coming up that like I feel weird to not end up playing it, but it's like one that's not really Nintendo. It's just like just on this, like it's Switch exclusive, but it's not because Nintendo made it or anything. But like I feel like the games from Nintendo themselves aren't really games that like I feel the need to make like any some sort of video on. like it's like with Breath of the Wild. It's like even though I played Breath of the Wild, it's like I don't know if I would ever make a video on Breath of the Wild. Same thing with like Super Mario Galaxy or Smash Ultimate. It's like even though I enjoy those type of games, it's like at the end of the day, it's like, am I gonna make like some sort of retrospective on them? Probably not. And to be honest, I don't know how much I would really have to say on them, especially considering how most of my retrospectives at this point have essentially become me like running through the game, but then like kind of saying my thoughts along the way, kind of similar to my retrospectives with reality TV and stuff.
Keep him busy.
Yeah, it's like with Switch, it's like I just don't know how interested I am in doing videos on Switch related things, which at that point like becomes like, do I even take the time to play it? Because I've said this in the past, like at this point, like pretty much the majority of the stuff that I do has some sort of connection to the channel. At least to be honest, that's pretty much what makes the channel still worth like doing for me, especially in the capacity that I'm currently doing it, is that pretty much the channel is representative of my essentially everything that I have like essentially my hobbies, I guess, or my whatever. So like when I'm playing a game, at this point, like majority of the time that I'm playing a game, I'm either intending on making a video directly on it, or making a video that probably includes it. So like the top games of the generation video and whatnot. And same thing goes with when I watch some sort of show or whatever. I mean, like recently I just watched Squid Game, where like I don't intend on doing a video on it necessarily, but and like most of the time it's like when I'm watching something or like I'm like again, most of my free time at this point goes into things that are related to the channel, whether it be directly or indirectly. But it's like those are things that I genuinely want to do anyway, which I think helps with the longevity of me doing the channel. Which is why I said in the past, like I don't really see the channel going anywhere. Mostly because like it I mean, and to be fair, it could. Like, I mean, it's not like there's no chance. Like, obviously, if I have like some major life changes, then again, there's no way I'm gonna be able to keep up with it the way I do now. I mean, like the main reason I keep up with it the way I do now is because I'm single and I have like literally nothing else going on. But obviously, if that changes, then that's gonna obviously be something that's gonna affect the channel. But as long as like my real life stays relatively the same, like I don't really see the channel going anywhere or really even changing that much. Because at this point, like for me, the channel's like kind of become like kind of an outlet to talk about the things that I'm interested in. And a lot of my other free time at this point, as I said, is like the build up to that. I just realized, like, wearing the Into Spider-Verse suit looks kind of ridiculous, doesn't it? It's definitely more cartoony than the rest of the graphics, but whatever. I mean, it's not as ridiculous as the Spider-Man... The other Spider-Man game has even more ridiculous looking costume, but still. I did not mean to do that. No, okay, fuck off. Just drop. Yeah, like if I'm like when I'm working and stuff too. Like recently, again, like I've been doing some things that like that don't progress the channel, like in my free time. But like I feel like it's obviously because I've not been working, it like allows me to have a bit more free time. But okay, what the fuck? Not what I meant to do. What the fuck? I'm pushing R1. There we go. What the fuck? But I feel like once I get back to work and everything, then at that point, like it kind of feels like it's probably gonna go back to where it was, where pretty much everything I do progresses the channel, at least in terms of some, in some way.
Don't worry, I got you.
But yeah, like right now I have like so many fucking videos recorded that I need to edit at some point. Oh fuck, that was my own fault. Fuck. Okay. So I wasn't looking at the screen real quick. But yeah, like I think. Oh, fuck off.
Stick! I need something they can cross.
What am I using? Oh.
No! I can stop this.
Yeah, like, again, like over the last week, pretty much, I've been doing, like, working, or last week from, I think it was Thursday, pretty much the entire week before that was working on stuff for the channel. It's really only the last few days that I've not been doing that, outside of streaming here, and, again, editing the player ranking, but, again, even that taking a bit slower. But, like, in that first week, it's like, well, I mean, it's not first week because, like, I was busy on Thursday and most of Friday, but, yeah, starting from Friday, it's like, well, I watched the entirety of Survivor Marquesas. Then what started Australian Survivor 2002 on Saturday, streamed the entire day because I did the Last of Us stream. Continued watching it afterwards, finished Australian Survivor 2002 on Sunday, started UK Panama on Sunday, and then finished that on Monday, all while prepping a whole bunch of videos along the way that I was already planning on doing. Spent all day Tuesday recording videos, like literally from the point I got up to like 10:30 at night, I think it was, recorded videos. Mind you, I streamed also on Monday, right? And then, yeah, Wednesday, what did I do Wednesday? Circle. So wrote the review on that, did a whole bunch of prep on Big Brother stuff. I prepped some other Big Brother videos too. Then obviously streamed at night. Then Thursday, recorded all the Big Brother videos I prepped earlier, plus also Big Brother review, Circle review, and edited both of those videos. And then after that, took it a bit more relaxed after that. But again, like, it was pretty much like, what, like 6 days of just working on stuff for the channel. And part of that is because I've been starting to lose pace a bit. Pretty much, like, I don't know if it, like, it seems to have aligned with when I started streaming. I don't know if it actually has any direct influence there or not. But pretty much since I started streaming in April, like, I've definitely lost pace on the channel from where I used to be.
Are you okay?
So I try to catch up a bit here. Like, obviously I haven't edited any of the videos I just recorded, but I have a decent amount to edit. And then that would put me back, actually probably well above pace. Maybe. Anyway, I'm definitely, like, in a good spot now, but it did take a lot of work over this last week to do that. But whatever. What was the worst move for Rachel Riley? Her being Rachel Riley. I mean, to be honest, like, does Rachel Riley have a move? Like, she doesn't make many moves, right? Like, she doesn't. I don't think she does that much actively, strategically.
I'm headed to the campaign headquarters.
Like, I think the problem for Rachel Riley is the fact that she's Rachel Riley, and someone that, and through being Rachel Riley, she's someone that struggles with managing her threat level. She's someone that struggles with making social bonds with the majority of the house. She's someone that gets on many people's nerves.
I meant it.
Yeah, I mean, she's just, like, naturally not in a good position because she's Rachel Riley. But gets benefited from having Brendan in there, who was someone that was perceived to be a bigger target.
Our family doesn't give up.
Pretty much due to the fact that he's, like, a physical guy. And also he was willing to give up his game for Rachel, too. But yeah, then she gets saved by the Pandora's box twist to a degree. Really, I would say she more so gets saved from having a very iffy veto competition. That for some reason the veto competition of week 6 was the exact same. Like, it was pretty much the exact same competition as the week 1 HOH, which Rachel just so happened to win. I think that's really the more sketchy part than the Pandora's box. Because even though the Pandora's box is bad and definitely benefited her, it's not, like, I think the game plays out relatively similarly anyway. Like, I think really you're just swapping Jordan for Shelly, and then Shelly gets taken out along the way anyway. Like, it doesn't change that. Like, in my opinion, that doesn't change that much in terms of how the game plays out. It's more so the fact that Rachel's able to win that veto to begin with. That is the bigger question mark. Because again, it's pretty much like they were handing her the veto there. Yeah, I mean, it's like, again, like Rachel wins in a 4-3 vote at the end against Portia, someone that majority of the jury had no relationship with. I mean, again, like people get like I think we're talking about overrated Big Brother players. I think Portia is probably high on there, considering I think Portia is not a good Big Brother player. Yeah, I think people talk about now as if she was like the robbed sort of player. Again, like Portia had zero relationship with Jeff and Jordan. And, like, literally, like, pretty much never had a conversation with them until, like, Jeff's last week in the house. And it's like Portia, like, I think this is a situation where, like, Portia's game on that season is probably better than her, like, as an actual player, I would say. Where, like, Portia, again, only comes one vote away from winning against Jordan, wins against Adam for sure. Adam was going to take her to the end, from what I understand, to which obviously she wins. So it's like, that scenario was like, there was a chance of it happening, but like, I don't think she was a good player for the majority of that season. Even though she does get screwed over by certain advantages and stuff, but then, like, I feel like, right. You know, like, she gets benefited from, or she gets harmed, I mean, from having the the Pandora's box. But then again, I don't even know if that was, like, in her best interest anyway. Like, her getting rid of Rachel is not in her best interest. 100% she should be targeting Jordan, yet she was targeting Rachel in that round. Because, like, Portia getting to the end against Rachel, like, she loses there, but that was one of her better scenarios. Like, again, Rachel was someone that, like, most people did not like on the season. Mind you, I think Rachel also got benefited from the fact that she was a vet coming into the season, to which she had a natural built-in relationship with Jeff and Jordan. She obviously had Brendan there. That was almost half the jury. So really the only vote that Rachel needed to actually, like, fight for was Shelly. To which, again, like, Shelly and Portia had barely a relationship. Which is also, again, indicative of Portia's game. What am I doing? Wait, what's the main mission? Oh my god, I didn't realize how many fucking, like, menu things there are. Wait, is there no mission? Oh, I forgot about that. Does happen in Spider-Man, doesn't it? Where, like, they don't give you a mission and, like, 10 minutes later, or not 10 minutes, but, like, a minute later they call you or whatever.
She still does.
Wouldn't it be easier to just call her and talk?
I don't think so, man. Seeing her on the bridge, I don't know that person.
Where is this?
I need to figure out why she's doing all this.
Alright, man. Do what you feel is right. Keep me posted.
Where's the repair shop? Oh, there we go. Like, I think Rachel winning that season, BB13, is like one of the only, like, is probably like one of the only scenarios where Rachel would ever win a natural season of Big Brother. Like, I think now if she were to return, I feel like she has a much... I think she has a much better chance of winning a season of Big Brother now than she did either of her first 2 times, despite the fact that she will have a stigma of being a previous winner and stuff. But I think she would have a much better chance. Mind you, I think Rachel's also a player that's going to blow up her own game in most scenarios. Something like we saw in Sequester, when she was on the Big Brother BB Can Sequester, is that I think Rachel is very prone to making really dumb mistakes, and I think, like, in terms of like strategic game and stuff, like in social game stuff, I don't think there's that much of a difference between Rachel and Sandra. Obviously, they're very different players, where Rachel's a lot more aggressive strategically, but also more actively bad.
Hello? Man,
but like, I feel like though the way they think about the game maybe is like in a similar way. These guys, like, I think Winners at War Sandra is the type of game we can very much see from Rachel moving forward.
So he could keep running the shop during the day. Guy was unstoppable. Someone left the lights on.
Where it's like, yeah, I mean, they may be in like a decent position for a good chunk of time, but they're probably going to end up making a move that like is going to cost them the game, and it'll be their own fault. Oh wait, fuck off. There we go.
ID for Ella Sterling. But the photo
Which, by the way, I haven't talked about that. That something I did do in the last few days is rewatch the RHAP Sequester on YouTube, the Sequester Mini, and I forgot how much fun that was. I did really, really enjoy that at the time, but yeah, rewatching it now, it's still pretty fun. It's fun to see Rob on Sequester. Where, to be honest, I said this in the past, like, I think it probably has lowered my opinion on Rob as a player through seeing him on Sequester. Like, I think I have less confidence in Rob on a return than I probably would have had I not watched Sequester. But and from a gameplay standpoint, I should say. But from a character standpoint, I feel like it would be so fantastic to see Rob back. Again, like, he was so great in Sequester from a character standpoint. Like, essentially, like, he had no clue what was going on the majority of the game. Am I supposed to be doing something here? Like, he really had no clue what was going on for most of the game. But it's like him, like, figuring things. Like, it's essentially like people would come to him and then say like what they've heard, and then like he would like just like obviously not have heard anything because like he's completely out of the loop. But then like his reactions to those things would be pretty fun. Am I supposed to go here maybe? No? Oh, there we go. I love when he does that thing, just like starts walking normally again. It's fucking dumb. Rob says, you know, Boston Rob? I think Boston Rob a lot, by a lot, for me personally. Even though I do think, I mean, I don't know. I think Rob Cesternino is probably, I don't know how to really word it. It's like, I feel like Boston Rob, if Boston Rob wins, he has a more impressive win most times. However, I feel like Rob probably does win more often maybe. And if not win, then come closer to win. Because again, like, the thing with Boston Rob is that he is a very inconsistent player, where it's like, I feel like 50% of the time he dominates the season, and like does it with like a complete stranglehold. But then the other half, he is either an early boot or someone that is like taking out the merge as a massive target or like something to that nature. While I feel like Rob, I think very rarely has a dominant win. Like, I think the Amazon was probably his best case scenario, and even then, like, to be honest, his Amazon game's like good, but it's not like top tier. It's not like Boston Rob Redemption Island.
Let me.
So,
you sure we're ready?
yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that was one of Rob's better games, but I do feel like Rob does lack a bit of awareness in the game. Like I feel like if he were to return, especially after seeing him on Sequester again. Like the fact that like he pretty much had no clue what was going on most of that game is not great. He also like isn't able to convince Bobby and Jenny to do what's in their best interest in keeping him around to the final 4 round. I think that's also bad, even though he had like very logical reasons for, like he had logical arguments, but just didn't make them. Which, to be fair, I think part of that is due to him probably not knowing the game of Sequester as well.
You ready to save New York?
But yeah, I mean, like I was just like gameplay wise, I was not impressed with what he did in Sequester. Where pretty much like from the final, I forgot what, like probably like 13 or so on. Like, he's pretty much on the bottom the entire time, and is either saved by a twist, or he has an LOS 2 times that he has to play successfully. He, he wins immunity at 6. It's like, there's like so many points where he would have been gone, but like gets saved by some sort of twist or advantage or whatever. And even at the position where he does have the fight socially to stay in the game, he fails at it. So, yeah, was not impressed by Rob as a player on that season, but I think him as a character would be so much fun on Return, though. Though I do think the most likely situation is that he's probably still in the early boot. Like, as much as I love Rob Sisson, you know, it's like I just don't see him making it far in most situations, especially with the stigma that he has now, where people look at him as like obviously this massive expert on the show. I just feel like it's very unlikely for him to do well, and even if he does well, I feel like wait, what is going on? Oh, okay.
Straight up vanishing really freaked these guys out.
Fuck, we just got to this section. I just realized we just got to the fucking invisibility stuff. Yeah, like, even if he does make the merge, like I feel like he's gonna, like I feel like the best case scenario for him is like Stephen Fishback in Cambodia. But even then, like Stephen was in a position where like he very rarely gets to the end. But even if he gets to the end, he's not even guaranteed a win in that position. And I feel like that's kind of a similar thing with Rob, where Rob would be nowadays. Okay.
Back to that computer. If I can find Finn's phone, maybe I can understand what happened to Rick and why she became the Tinkerer. There, got a location.
And the weird thing about Boston Rob too, when people like talk about Boston Rob, that it like took him 4 times to win, stuff like that. It's like, I mean, yeah, but like he also faced off against like 2 of the best casts in the history of the show, as like 2 of the attempts before he had won. And like when he played Marquesas, he was so young and whatever that it's like, does that really count anyway? He's like, again, like he plays Marquesas where he's extremely young and not really even caring about the game itself. Like he just wants to make good TV and like that sort of thing. You have All Stars where he dominates the game and like has a fatal flaw, but still plays one of the most dominant games we've ever seen against like All Stars. And then Heroes vs. Villains again is like pretty universally looked at as one of the best casts in the history of the show. And even then, he's able to have a stranglehold on the Villains tribe until Tyson fucks it up. And then that's what like starts his downfall. But he had full control of the numbers up until that point.
Roxxon Research Labs. This is where
And yeah, I mean, like, and then he has Redemption Island, and then he has Winners at War, which is again like another one of the most. And he had such a massive target coming in that season that doesn't really count either. So I do think people underestimate Rob as a player by like talking about how it took him 4 tries to win.
Wonder what powers it.
Fuck off. Can I not go in there? Okay, whatever. Oh, what the fuck? Does Survivor duo in more often win? I'm not sure if males have won in duos more than females. I don't feel like it's the case right away. I don't know, because I mean, like, how many are we really considering? Like, what duos are we really considering and whatnot? Because like I feel like it's very rare that duos have gotten to the end together, right? Because like when I think of duos, like recent duos, think of like Malcolm and Denise. They didn't get to the end together. Think of like fuck's the name? Tommy and Lauren. They didn't get to the end together. So I mean, like, obviously we have Boss Rob and Amber. Amber beats him. Like, are we consider like Natalie, White, and Russell as a duo? I don't know. But then you have like Todd and Amanda, and Todd beats Amanda. Why can't I go in there? Am I not supposed to be going in there? Whatever. Bus Rum came one jury vote away from being a two-time winner. Kind of. I mean, like, the thing is, like, if he wins All-Stars, I don't think he comes back again for Redemption Island. Like, I think the main reason he comes back for Redemption Island is because he had not won already. Like, I think if he already won, he would have been content. Like, I still think he comes back for Heroes vs. Villains, probably. And I think he for sure comes back for Winners at War. But I don't know if he comes back for Redemption Island, especially so close to Heroes vs. Villains, if it had not been for the fact that he had not won already. How do you think Rob would have done if Tyson didn't vote himself out? To be honest, I don't think he wins, but I think he does. Like, if Tyson doesn't vote himself out, essentially, Rob remains in control up until the merge. They probably come into the merge with numbers. However, I don't think people are taking Boston Rob to the end. And I think, like, Tyson has, like, explicitly said that his plan was to cut Rob around the time of the merge, which is what I think is the most likely scenario. I do think you have the question, who does he get the flip with him? I assume Coach and Jerry are the most likely people there. But I don't think Courtney and... Like, I don't think Sandra flips on Rob. At least early in the merge. I think maybe late merge, maybe, but like definitely not flipping on him in like the Rupert spot. Like we saw that with Sandra and Rupert in Pearl Islands, and that's kind of where I see Boston Rob, is that he's like going to be taken out around that spot. But I don't think like Sandra wasn't okay with that in Pearl Islands. I don't think she would have been okay with that with Rob and Heroes vs. Villains. So it might have been a close vote, but I feel like it would have happened though. Because, I mean, essentially that's how I'm saying that this works out. So let's say we get to the merge, Heroes vs. Villains, swap out Parvati and who's there? Oh, wait. Parvati. Because I guess Danielle would make the merge in that situation. Rob, Courtney, Tyson. No, because Tyson. Okay, yeah. So it'll be Rob, Courtney, Tyson, Coach, Sandra, right? And maybe one extra, maybe like a Danielle squeezes through. Let's just say that. Because I feel like they probably would have come into the merge with the numbers. So let's say they have at least 6 people. Because like Parvati was going to go home at that tribal. And even if they don't go to tribal again, that means Russell and Danielle make the merge, and that's kind of a bit more icky. But either way, it's like at the merge, like I feel like they stick together for a round or two. But again, I feel like that Rupert spot, like final 8 or so, I think that's probably where the flip is attempted. And they should be able to get the numbers. Like all they would have to do is get the remaining heroes and then the numbers of, again, Tyson, Coach, Jerry, and that should be enough to flip the game on Boston Rob. Now, does he have an idol at that point? Probably not, like considering he's talked about that he didn't look for idols in Heroes vs. Villains. And that's why he looked for him so much in Redemption Island, was to kind of correct that mistake. So I doubt he would have an idol. So again, like I don't know if, like I don't think, fuck, that was my own mistake. But yeah, I don't think Sandra would have been in on it, and I don't know if Courtney would be in on it. But I feel like everyone else would have been along with the plan there to get rid of Rob at that point. But again, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's like half the time I feel like he gets booted around that spot in the game. Or either like swap boot or like I think he's very rarely like the first boot on his on any season or like an early pre-merge boot. But I feel like swap somewhere around that spot, that's a very dangerous spot for him. Early merge, very dangerous spot for him. And I feel like that's usually how his game ends, like probably 50% of the time. But then the other 50% is where he has like a full stranglehold over his tribe and dominates it all the way to the end. Is Miles Morales not crashing lately? It hasn't crashed on me yet. I mean, playing it for 2.5 hours. My stream has crashed on me, but that's not Miles Morales' fault. That's more so my internet. But the actual game itself has not crashed, so it seems to be running. I haven't noticed any frame rate drops or anything, so feels like everything's running fine here in terms of the game itself. Is there a chance that Erica will win this season? There's a chance, but it's very low. To be honest, I would say, like, if we're realistically, I would say no. I think Erica, Heather, and Brad have 0% chance. Let's see, who else is on Luvu? I guess Sydney has like some chance, but again, I think pretty little considering how the edit's kind of undermining her.
How'd you do that?
Deshaun, I think, has a chance, but I feel like and both Deshaun and Danny are kind of the same thing. I think they have a chance, but I feel like their content has been very circumstantial to where they're kind of being shown when necessary and not being given like personal content outside of when it's like kind of necessary. And then who else is on Luvu? Nasir. I don't think Nasir's winning, but I think he can make it far though. What am I doing here? Remote mine. And then yeah, Shan can win, but there's definitely red flags in her edit.
So what is it you're looking for?
Track the signal.
What was it? JD has a lot of
Then that's where I'm headed.
now he has a very mixed edit so far, but can still technically win. Ricard can win, but again also some not great stuff. But nothing like 100% terrible, but I don't feel like he's winning. And then Jeannie, like barely a chance. I think she has like the lowest percentage of winning out of the people that I think at least have a percentage. And then you got, I think all of Yase still has a chance. I would say Xander probably has the least likelihood there, though. Where, again, Xander's content feels very circumstantial as well, like Danny and Deshaun and the other one, JD, where all their like they got so much content on episodes where they went to the Summit Island, whatever, which is like episodes where they need to be shown anyway. And then like with Xander in episode 2, it's like, again, he was obviously the target and he found the advantages and all that stuff, so like he needed to be shown. So I think the fact that we're mixing that in with the fact that he hasn't gotten much personal content, I think means that he more than likely isn't winning. But yeah, he's still, like, there's still a chance. And then I think the other 3 women all have a chance still from Yasa. I don't know. Tiffany, though, is weird because like I thought she had a great premiere, but she had such a bad episode 2 that I think it's tough to really gauge how high she should be on like a winner contention. Yeah, like I think I put her at number 6, but I don't know. Then Evie, again, game feels too perfect. Like edit feels too perfect to me, and also too overexposed, but not necessarily. Like there's nothing actively bad about her edit, but that's what makes it seem bad to me, is that there is nothing inherently bad. And then who's the other person? Liana. Liana has been undermined at points. That makes it a bit worrying, particularly with like her saying that she trusts Evie and that Evie doesn't have any, like, she isn't hiding anything from her. Then we follow that up with Evie literally like talking about how she's not telling anyone and everything. So yeah, I said this previous streams, I don't think anyone has a flawless edit at this point. Everyone's edit is flawed, which makes it interesting, as I think there's a lot of people that are kind of in the same ballpark in terms of winner contention. Oh yeah. Oh, you're not convinced Evie and Deshaun relationship will be important later? I feel like it will be. I feel like it's for sure gonna come up. Now, will it matter? Who knows? But I think it'll for sure. I think they're for sure making the merge. Like, I'll be very, very shocked if they don't make the merge together.
With a new form reactor in each one. New form made Rick sick.
As much as you enjoy Heroes vs. Villains, I didn't like the post merge. Like, to be honest, I never fully got that argument personally. Like I know, like, one of the biggest like of the people that do complain about Heroes vs. Villains, like, they're saying, oh, the post merge is boring. It's like, I never found that to be the case at all. Like, to me, actually, I post merge more than the late pre merge. I don't know. I always liked the post merge of Heroes vs. Villains. I mean, you have like you start off with the JT stuff. You have immediately after that, you have Sandra wanting to flip and failing at it when Amanda goes home, and you have Russell flipping Candace over there. You then have the double boot episode where Candace gets taken out immediately afterwards, and you have like Russell and Colby being, or Rupert and Colby being like really bitter at her the entire time. Then you have the Danielle tribal, and that stuff's fun. You have the final 6 round, which isn't particularly interesting gameplay wise, but you still have some fun character stuff there. Like, you have the family visit where you have Colby and Reed, and that's fun. Then then it's the finale, and it's a solid finale. So I personally, I don't know, I've always liked the post merge of Heroes vs. Villains. Like, I think if I were to do, like, whenever I do a ranking of all the post merges, which is something I do want to do at some point, like, I think Heroes vs. Villains is still going to be, like, maybe top 10? Borderline top 10 at least? It's going to be relatively high. Is there a confirmed no swap? Not from TV, but from Redmond. He has confirmed that there is no swap this season, or next season. Which is something. I personally would have wanted a swap, especially with such small tribes. Like, there's just so little room to maneuver that it makes the initial tribe dynamics a lot more luck based, in my opinion. So I would have preferred if there was a okay, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I would prefer if there was a swap, but I guess that's not what they're doing. What am I doing? Oh, just picking this up. I would be surprised if the first Canadian winner or Canadian player will win. I mean, yeah, like, I don't think it really matters the Canadians or not, like, if you're Canadian or not on Survivor. Again, like, they don't mention it. I don't think they care if someone's Canadian or not. Like, I don't think they would make it like some sort of special occasion or anything.
I confirm it there. Step 1 in wiping new form from existence.
Any regret?
Also, it's she's not the first Canadian, right? At least Tom Laidlaw was the first Canadian. Everyone's favorite player. It's so funny that they opened up the applications to Canadians for 39 just to have only one Canadian on it, and it's fucking Tom Laidlaw. It's so funny to me. And then, like, this season there's only 2, which is even more weird. It's like, why not more? Like, I don't know. I don't know if there was like some sort of COVID reason for it. Actually, I forgot how many I didn't even pay attention. How many Canadians are on 42? Wonder if a swap was planned but it was canceled based on how the game played out. I don't think so. I think there's just no... I suspect that they wanted to play with the format and purposely made no swaps. I think it's the opposite, actually, where I feel like if they thought there was going to be a clear Matt Singh, they would probably force in a swap. But I feel like 100% they started the season with the intention of there not being a swap. Again, by the way, Jeff is talking about the season. I think it's pretty clear that that's how they were approaching it. Okay, so there's at least one Canadian.
Why? You got your phone. Now let's leave.
That reactor killed my friend.
Is there only one Canadian? Two? No, that's California. Yeah, is there only one Canadian on or no, two Canadians? Yeah. Still, again, like barely any Canadians. Oh, is it 3? Either way, so very little.
Let me know when you're ready.
Thanks, Unc.
Why can't I climb up? There we go. Fuck off. Go up.
All right.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Okay. Stand back.
And then...
Just like the generator outside! Only huge!
What are you doing?
Right.
You gotta get out of there, man. Can you move?
Yeah, how much... Like, I don't remember how much more we have in the game. I remember the end game stretch, where, like, we have the final battle with the Tinkerer, and then we have the final boss with the Prowler. I'm gonna look up a list of missions. I just want to see, like, how far we are in terms of that.
You alright?
I feel like I just got dropped out of a plane. But at least the reactor's the same.
So I would want to be at least, like, halfway by now. But we'll see.
I really needed that phone. Now what am I gonna do?
Come on, kid. I can't get to you before Roxxon does.
Yeah, we're about halfway, mission-wise. Have you seen the clue on game within the game? No, I haven't even paid attention. Like, I saw it in the episode, but, like, I didn't pay attention. Like, I didn't bother to try to figure it out or anything.
What do they want?
Like, what are they gonna do with it, by the way? Like, is it gonna, like, lead up to something, or... Like, I don't get what the... Like, I still don't get what the fuck point of it is.
What? Miles, I just got put up in the system. Give me a minute. I'll get you out of there.
Got it.
Come on.
Let's go before more of them show up.
Whoa, that felt... Again, like, it's so weird how the controller works on PS5. The vibrations and everything.
You take the left. I'll take the right.
Because it's weird, because, like, on, like, PS4, like, it vibrates, but, like, it's, like, the entire thing is vibrating. It's, like, here on PS5, it's, like, you can specifically tell, like, certain parts of the controller are vibrating. And it's, like, it's purposely done so. Okay. Okay, I meant... Can I not? Okay, there we go. Whatever. Okay. Is that it? Hit him! Oh, whatever. Fine. But I got so frustrated. Like I talked about this earlier. Like, yesterday I did a speedrun of Assassin's Creed Origins. And I got so pissed off at one point because like it wouldn't fucking like it's like no matter what I did, it's like it kept on going around the fucking enemy instead of just hitting the fucking enemy. Okay, I went the wrong way, by the way. I meant to hit this grouping. Okay. God damn it. Okay, well, let's not do that. Oh wow, I actually hit him. I didn't think it was gonna hit him. Come on. Alright, so let's do this. As far from where we went onward, we'll have 26 days. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Like 100%. Like a lot of these things that are being added for a season, I think, are mostly gonna stay. Oh, wait, do I even... Wait. Oh, I didn't even need to fight them! What the fuck? I've been fighting them forever. I could have just left. Whatever. Fine.
And don't take off that mask.
But yeah, I mean, 100% the 26 days thing is staying. I mean, Jeff himself has said that. But,
Your friend's the Tinkerer.
yeah, like, right when I heard that was going to be the case, though, it's like, I felt like for sure they're going to stick with it. Even, I do think it was a thing that was started because of COVID. Like, I think that's the reason why they reduced it initially. But I think now that they've reduced it, they're like, well, we might as well keep it. Especially because it saves them money to keep it a shorter season. I do wonder, how much more money do they have to spend for this season because of all the COVID regulations?
People get stupid when they care about someone.
I wonder if the 26 days counteracted it. Because like 26 days was because of the quarantine period. But I wonder if they, like, how much money... Because, like, obviously, I'm sure they save money from not filming for 13 days, but I'm sure they also lost money from the fact that they had to put so much money into the COVID stuff. So I do wonder if they evened out to spend more or less. Alright.
Okay. I should call Finn? No. I've got time to check on the city. Yeah.
Sure. So we're definitely gonna check up on the city.
You know how many followers you've gained since the app went live? It's crazy. And I've been running some numbers, and I know you said no to ads before, but maybe we could reconsider.
No.
Right. No. Of course not.
Alright, we're on corporate espionage. So how much more is there?
So did you find Finn's phone?
So I think we have...
Yeah. But it melted after I absorbed energy from a new form
Let's
reactor.
see.
What?
I think we're over halfway then,
Felt
right?
like I was for a minute there. But then I released all the energy and kind of...
Oh, no, maybe not. No, we're right where I thought we were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more missions. And we finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, a little bit past halfway.
Then I can take the new form so she doesn't use it for whatever.
Why does Miles sound so whiny in this game? I think he always sounds whiny, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like even the original?
You know what we need?
Don't say a pros and cons.
It's so weird because like he's the voice actor of Miles Morales is the same voice actor as Sam in The Last of Us, right? which is also another whiny kid. So I don't know if it's just like the voice actors like just good at playing whiny characters. I don't know. There's no mission yet, right? Alright. Just gonna wait around a bit. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, this will probably end up being around 6-hour stream.
A major disaster in our city. Explosions, a bridge collapse, weapons discharged amid rush hour traffic. Thank heaven no lives were.
Considering we're a little bit past halfway, but again, final mission's pretty long, so.
2 days later, during the so-called storm of the century, the 5 o'clock news won't stop jabbering about. From disaster to bedlam in a snap.
Can we get the next mission, please? There we go, right? Or not. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, as I said, so next game we're going to play is going to be The Last of Us Part 2. Again, obviously I just did The Last of Us not too long ago. A week ago. Actually, I just realized, so on my channel, it's going to say 6 games, right, as mostly recently played. So that's going to be weird. I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's ever happened.
There's a place on Edison, near Fisk Tower. They don't do foam art, but people don't take pictures of their lattes, so...
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, meet you there.
Oh no, Ghost of Tsushima's gone from it. It's just because does it only show 5 on desktop? Because I think on mobile it shows 6. Because I don't think it's been, it hasn't been long enough for Ghost of Tsushima to be gone yet, right? Yeah, it's still there. Okay. Yeah, so that's weird. It's so weird. Like, I don't know how the fuck that happened, because we're obviously playing Miles Morales now. We played through Assassin's Creed Origins. We did one stream of Shadow of Mordor, but then I kind of realized, like, probably not the greatest game to be streaming. We did The Last of Us. We did one stream of me playing Tony Hawk, just because I had nothing else to really play for that post-Survivor premiere stream, where I couldn't be live for too long. And then we finished Ghost of Tsushima right before that, so we have 6 games in the last 2 weeks, which is ridiculous. Fuck. Okay.
I was really glad you called. I needed a break.
From what?
Oh, just... stuff.
So, I went to your folks' old shop. Thought you might.
It is funny. He sounds really young, Miles Morales.
Some kind of fight just before I got there.
Like the character.
I went inside, looked around, found out about Rick. I'm so sorry.
What else did you find out?
I want to help you. But you gotta talk to me.
I'm really sorry your mom got hurt at her rally. If that new Spider-Man hadn't shown up, everyone would have been fine. Please don't try to talk me out of this. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Good. So, that's my big secret. That's why I've been so busy. What's your excuse?
Well, school.
Wait, didn't she hear his voice?
Volunteering at Feast.
I don't remember. Maybe she didn't.
You're always busy with stuff like that. What's the real reason?
The real reason is... I've been taking on a lot more responsibilities than I can handle lately. Made me push my friends away. But I'm here to fix that. Maybe I could join your club? Crew? Team?
I don't know.
You know, Rick was... He was the best. I get why you're doing this. If you want my help, I'm all in. If not, no worries. Your secret's safe with me.
You're a good friend, Miles.
There's a lot more detail in the hair, I just realized, in this version.
Let's go.
I'm pretty sure.
Where?
Eddie McGuire from Australian Survivor.
You know I'm not good with heights.
You'll be fine.
Which reunion? We're talking about the, Wait, who's Eddie McGuire? Wait, let's look this up.
You'll need to prove yourself to the underground. I'll show you how when we get to Fisk Tower.
Is that the one from Australian Survivor, 2002?
Fed seized his property. They haven't gotten
Or am I
around to
thinking of a
selling it,
different one?
so we moved in.
Anyway. What are we doing here? Actually, textures on the jacket are a lot better in this version.
No, I'm good. How'd you get involved in all this? The underground, the Tinkerer.
Tinkerer's a nod to my
Yeah, Australian Survivor 2002. Yeah, I like that guy. The fucking host of the reunion.
Right. The underground tried to rob my
I didn't actually watch the reunion when I rewatched Australian Survivor 2002. But obviously, like, part of the finale involves talking to the players that got voted out and everything.
They want to be so well.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely better than the host of the show, than Lincoln or whatever. Wait, was that one Lincoln or was that UK? I get the two. I think that one was Lincoln, right? The Australian Survivor 2002. Anyway, I think he was better than the actual host.
Through the windows. You have to do this. Come on, you'll be fine.
Gotta do this without giving away I'm Spider-Man.
And they really like crossing
Miles, make it look good.
like balance beams really high in the air while it's snowing in PS4 exclusives of 2020, don't they? Okay. Yeah, because that's definitely what normal people fucking do. They fucking jump off a massive beam and high in the sky onto another building. That's definitely just a thing people naturally do
Guys
there.
take a while to warm up to new people. Here it is, where the plan comes together.
So, your plan. How does new form fit in?
Yeah.
You're saying you stole a shit.
I'll be honest, like, if I wasn't trying to go for full playthrough, I probably would be ending stream around now.
To settle in.
Right.
Good, you're back. Gavin needs you.
Not now. We've got a new recruit.
Fine.
Oh man. You built all these?
Yeah, like the textures in the like the fur on the coat is a lot better.
Is that a programmable matter sword?
New enemies, new solutions.
You mean Spider-Man, right?
This week's most unwelcome surprise.
She's not gonna stay downstairs, right?
Gavin's really freaking out about shield calibration.
How many times do I have to explain it to him? Miles, I need to deal with something. Hang here, okay?
Oh yeah, sure. Now's my chance. I gotta figure out where she's keeping the new form. Might be able to find some clues in here. That's a lot of cash.
Even more downstairs. Old man's basically funding us, whether he likes it or not.
More downstairs. That sounds promising.
You know, I've hated Spider-Man since the old one didn't stop the Devil's Breath thing.
Seen these before.
It sucks as much as the first.
This, a supply crate?
Yeah, some asshole's been raiding them. Need a booby trap or something.
Love a good challenge.
How long you been at the underground?
Not there. Maybe this.
This stuff from Martin Lee's gang?
Yeah, trophies.
Yeah, like I did enjoy Australian Survivor 2002 more than I remembered on the rewatch.
These guys are well trained.
Now that's great. It's still a bad season, and still probably around the same spot on my season ranking. But I Yeah, I feel like there is a decent amount of intrigue going on. Even though most of that intrigue comes from, like, it still comes from the fact that most of the cast is still pretty, looking at the game in a very old school way. But I think when you have someone like a Rob Dixon in there that kind of shakes things up a bit, and then like some people that are like there that are like kind of going halfway, they're kind of thinking like more strategically, but also still not fully committing. But them getting upset at Rob, who is fully committing, I feel like that makes it a bit of an interesting dynamic there. Where am I going? Not there. Not there. Where am I going here?
Ooh, Fisk would not like this.
I had secrets and trapdoors all over this place. We cracked them all. We own Fisk Tower now.
Secret rooms. Good place to hide a deadly fuel source. We might be using Fisk's secret rooms on the ground level.
Break time's over, kids. Group 2, head downstairs for training.
Now.
Sounds like where I need to go.
These plans just feel like I've seen this guy somewhere.
Gotta update Genki.
Yes, this is just reused assets from the original game. This was the opening area. Yeah, rest in peace, Rob Dixon.
Who are you texting?
I mean, it really is tragic how he dies, like in a car accident and everything.
She needs me at home.
With his kids,
Right
too.
now? Really?
And his wife is the only survivor.
Her wrist is in a cast.
Yeah, I tried to look up his wife in the
Did you tell
after
her
watching a season because it just reminded me of how depressing everything is. Like I did see that she's like part of some sort of
You can head out that
what
way.
was it?
See you back here soon?
Definitely.
Or at least as of like a few years ago. Yeah, Grieve, Heal, Grow. The Compassionate Friends Victoria, which I guess is some sort of a supporting parents and siblings after a child dies. Like she's part of a grieving organization, I guess. I don't know how you really call it.
They keep their secrets downstairs.
And this was 5 years ago, so who knows if she's still there now or whatever. But at least as of 5 years, which that was 7 years after the accident, so she's still doing stuff related to it.
Genki, I'm in the vents.
Nice. Did you find out where they're hiding the new form?
Not yet, but I saw Finn head toward the basement.
Yeah, that really must be like the worst thing to ever happen, right? Like to lose your entire family at once in like one shot, to where like she loses, and like she was in the car too, right? Like she got injured too, but like she's the only one to survive. I think her niece was also there. Niece survived, but either way, I mean, like still, for like your husband and your 2 kids to die in an accident where you survive, like that must really be complete shit. Shit, fuck that up. And it's so depressing too when watching. That's another thing about watching the season is like how much Rob talks about his family and that he's doing it for his family, and like to know like that he obviously dies like 7 years later and loses both his kids. And actually I think at the time he only had 1 kid, right? I think, but either way, like loses like his kids there and everything. Like it really is just a sad story. It is funny though. Something about Rob Dixon that I didn't remember is like how much he seemed to hate the fucking experience. Because that is something that like he's like talking about how he's never gonna do this ever again. A lot, like towards the end of that season. Like it's funny, they even like specifically air a conversation between him and Katie where they talk about if they would ever play again. Like that's such a weird thing to do. Like considering this is like pre any All-Star season. So like the fact that they were like even talking about it on the island of like would they play again, and he's just like so openly like no, I would never do it again. I found that kind of humorous. Yeah, I did record the player ranking for Australian Survivor 2002. Again, I haven't actually written the script for the actual video, but I have done the player ranking. Same thing with UK Panama and Marquesas. I recorded all the player rankings for those, but I haven't written the scripts yet. Which is funny because like those videos are going to be coming out after like the retrospectives, but whatever. And like, when will I get around to editing it? Who the fuck knows? Yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually get around to editing all those videos I have recorded, though. It won't be in the short term, because, like, again, I still need to write that Mass Effect Andromeda video. And I need to write all those Survivor retrospectives, like, write the scripts for those. And then also the Top Games of Generation video. But then again, like, something else I noticed with the Top Games of Generation videos, I forgot that before I do that, I need to edit a couple other videos beforehand that have to do with that video. Not that they'll come out later, but I want to. Usually, what I do with video game videos is because like all my game footage is recorded in what is essentially like 30-minute blocks. However, I only keep around, like I only archive the footage that I've used. So usually when I do like a big ranking like this, I like to edit all the videos that I have going on that involve the games that I talk about individually, which I have those near videos, and then I have a Plague Tale video I recorded. I probably should edit before I edit the Top Games of the Generation video. So that's also something I'll need to do before that one.
Start giving the supervillains ideas. Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos I need to edit at this point.
You knew this would be dangerous. It's the deal we made.
Also, I also decided I think I am gonna make that Big Brother player winner ranking in this batch. I was gonna wait until next batch, but I was like, you know, fuck it, I might as well just do it now when I do my, because like I'm technically not done recording the videos for this batch, so it's like I might as well just add it to it. So I'll also probably be making that one pretty soon. Again, won't be coming out for at least a few more. I mean, at least it won't be coming out till next year for sure. But
We're not sure if the canister's safe.
I don't know exactly when next year though.
Buzzing like it's unstable.
It's that new Spider-Man.
For sure, first half.
Tell everyone not
If
to
that's
touch it.
meaning anything.
They're hideouts. New form's gotta be in one of them.
I need a clearer picture. Then I can narrow it down.
We don't know enough about this stuff. What it is, where it came from.
My brother created new form. Chief chemist. And Roxxon killed him. I won't stop until Roxxon's gone.
What convenient,
You know we are.
Good.
like what convenient shot there.
I need power. Generators, car batteries, whatever you can find. Bring them to the theater.
Whoa. Okay, that's so weird how the fucking controller vibrates.
Whoa! Is that a new move? Man, I don't even know what I did, but it worked.
Wait,
Okay.
oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm gonna research the map you found. See what dots I can connect.
Cool. I'm gonna keep shocking guys.
You can't be all of us! Not alone!
Wait for that!
Alright.
You finally checked
Oh, fuck
fighting
off.
the mob bug off my bucket list.
What? How'd that not hit him? Okay. What? How'd that happen? Is that wrong?
I cleaned up that photo you took of the map. Looks like the underground are squatting in old Fisk construction sites.
What about a theater? Finn mentioned one.
Which we're definitely not gonna do.
Huh? That's
Don't say it, Genki.
dramatic.
You said it.
That'd be the Gem Theater.
Sounds like that's where she hit the new form. So that's my next stop.
If you're headed to the theater, I'm all in. If you're gonna check out those underground hideouts first, I know someone who can help.
Cool.
There we go.
I'll add the hideouts to my to-do list. And hit you up
Hey, it
when I
is
get to the
really
theater.
cool how quickly that loads, though.
Figure out why Speed Nonagon.
Alright, I'm pretty sure in the PS4 version
Finn's not
there's a
meeting the
load
underground
screen,
at the
right?
gym till later tonight. I'll probably have some time to check the app. Or whatever else needs doing.
Current call. So I think we have like, what, 5 missions now? Or maybe 6, I don't remember.
Hey, friends. Apparently, Mr. Jameson
Ah, fuck.
heard that I'm, and I am quoting his producer here, a Spider-Man stan.
That's definitely not Ashley Birch, by the way.
Demanding I debate him. Jameson is a trained debater, and he's an accomplished journalist. So even if I'm right, that doesn't mean I can win. Sometimes it's not about the truth, it's about being the one who talks the most, or the loudest. But look.
You're right, Genki. Underground are everywhere.
You might say they're overground?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I think I'm enjoying this game less by just rushing through it than the other way around. Oh, it's weird because like Spider-Man, I feel like side content Spider-Man is like so like meh, but like for some reason it's still enjoyable to me. Like it's not anything like too interesting.
Power can be supplied all locally.
Like it's a lot of just the same shit over and over and over again. But alright, what are we doing?
Any sign of the power source?
Several. Bet these cables lead the way.
Electrified barrier is next level. Maybe they got nervous after
But like I still enjoy doing it. But I don't know, like the main story missions like aren't that interesting
That's your plan? It's a terrible
in terms of like the gameplay within them. What the fuck? can I not go and hit him? Okay, well, fine.
Got him. Now we gotta drain that generator. All right, drained it. Feeling good. Now for the others.
Yeah, he's
What? Okay, fine. Oh, it's fine. What the fuck was that? I don't think I've ever seen that animation before. Where is this person? Okay. What the fuck? There's only like 2 people here, right? Oh, okay, 3. No. Oh, fuck off.
Cool, chipping away.
That's it, right? Oh, fuck, there's 2 more? I thought there was only 1. Oh, fuck off.
Did you really pull him? He got one of us!
That's not what I meant to do, by the way, but whatever. What the fuck was that? You're like, okay. Yeah, so it's not even gonna let you do it, okay. I just want to see if you could do it, but no, I won't even let you do it. So I'm assuming you're out of conflict. Fuck. You know what, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of thinking maybe we're gonna call this stream a bit short. Again, the plan was obviously to finish this game in this one sitting. However, I'll be honest, like, I'm starting to get a bit of a headache, and I wasn't really feeling great even coming into it anyway. So I think we'll finish this mission. Then maybe we'll play this tomorrow night. We can stream tomorrow night. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe we'll just wrap it up then. I mean, or we could save it for after Survivor. It's not like I'm in a rush to play The Last of Us. I don't know, but I'm not really, I'm not really feeling too great right now. So, not hangover. I don't drink. But I haven't really been. I don't know. Just not really feeling the greatest. And like, considering we still probably have like another, what, like 2.5 to 3 hours left of the game, it's like I feel like I don't know if I really want to struggle through it. Like if we were like an hour away or so, then I would probably just say fuck it, let's just do it. But we're still probably like 2.5 hours or so, which is probably enough for its own stream. So. Yeah, we'll probably just call it a day here.
No more underground?
Yeah, I woke up pretty, like, I woke up with, like, a pretty big headache, and I took aspirin, and then, like, I was starting to feel better, to where, like, when I started stream, it wasn't that bad, but, like, now I'm, like, getting to the point where, like, I'm starting to get a headache again. So,
That did it. Barrier's fresh out of power.
I just think it's probably better we just call it. Fuck, how much is left of this mission, though? Yeah, so, yeah, we'll finish this mission, though. Hopefully it's not too much longer, though.
That was the way to the main auditorium. Now it's blocked.
Oops.
Yeah, it's like my right eye, in particular, is, like, really, bothering me, which is, Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. I pushed the wrong button. Yeah, it's like a sinus, I'm pretty sure.
What if you told Finn you're Spider-Man?
Yo, Finn. Not only did I lie about joining your club, but I'm also the guy trying to stop you.
Okay, yeah. We can work on the delivery.
Giant armored silo looks promising.
Really feeling like my gaming rig is underpowered right now.
See, I don't know. We might stream tomorrow night, then. It's not like I'm doing it. Like, I'm not really doing anything for the next couple days anyway. I'm there's a couple things I need to do, but, like, nothing I'm, like, actually doing. Either way. Like, nothing I'm doing tomorrow night, for sure. So, we might just stream tomorrow night, like I normally would have.
Krieger doesn't understand new form well enough.
Had not be for me streaming now, so. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow night, probably. Finish this up, and then, go for, The Last of Us on a Wednesday? Or should I don't know. Is it weird to start The Last of Us on a day that I'm going to be, like, mostly focusing on Survivor? Because I feel like Miles Morales is probably the better game to be playing there. I just realized, yeah, we do have a lot. Yeah, this is a fucking entire puzzle thing, isn't it? Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna call it here. I'm not gonna fucking bother doing a puzzle right now. Like, fuck that. Yeah, so, I don't know. Actually, maybe I'm talking myself into not streaming until Wednesday. I feel bad, though, because I really did want to make this a longer stream. But I do feel like it is better to be playing this than Last of Us on Wednesday.
Cables look important.
Because this is a much more mindless game. And also, I feel like if people are tuning in just for Survivor, it's probably much more playable for this than watching The Last of Us where Joel's being killed within that stream. So, I don't know. I think maybe we'll just not stream until Wednesday. Or maybe or if I do feel like streaming tomorrow, we'll stream The Last of Us and then finish this up on Wednesday. Either way,
powering the generators that could turn on.
I'm trying to think through. I don't know, but I do want to get through Control pretty quickly. So maybe I'll just, like, if I do play stuff, I'll just play Control on my own. We'll see. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna rest for most of the day after this. So yeah, I think we're just gonna call it here. Sorry for ending stream a bit early. Definitely wanted to go longer here, but just not really feeling it. But yeah, we'll finish this game next time we stream probably, so stay tuned for that. Obviously got Circle coming up on Wednesday, Circle review coming Wednesday, BB23 player ranking on Saturday, obviously new episode of Survivor on Wednesday, and we'll be streaming after that. So yeah, see you then. At least if I don't stream tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, thank you everyone's still here, and see you guys next time. Fuck. Okay, I need to get used to PS5.